What is going on, everybody? This is the Cloud9 Podcast Season 2, Episode 21. Yeah, two more episodes left until we are done with Season 2, and then we are on to Season 3, actually. It just feels like yesterday. I just like started up this brand new show on the channel. The other ones really weren't like in the spirit and form of what I actually wanted to do. And, they just really weren't like my vision overall for like what I love to watch in a league show. I initially started this with, someone else actually, from Australia. And then I don't know, haven't talked to that guy in forever. Oh, it's Hedgie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, you
talked to
can't trust
Hedgie.
Australians.
Yeah, like I remember doing this with Hedgie a long time ago, and he ended up falling off because of school. Then we had other people come and go, and there was a guy that DM'd me actually. I think it was after last week's show, and he was talking about, hey man, I'm always supporting you, and I remember when you asked me to join because I think I did a video where I asked people, hey, you want to be on, you want to be super consistent every week thing, certain time, certain day, let's do it. And I think every single person has essentially like left or come and gone. We don't have any bad blood between any of us. It's just, life just happens actually. There was one person who like was going all crazy, not like going actually crazy, but in a way where he just didn't understand, like, hey man, I'm busy, I'm sorry the show like isn't what you want right now, but in time I can get it that way, but it just takes time for that stuff to happen. I can't just do that stuff like automatically, when I'm trying to figure out like what's going to go on in my own life and other things too, so yeah, that pretty much happened for a bit there. And then later on, we kind of settled on what kind of show we were going to have over the course of time. Sean randomly popped up and Sean loved League of Legends. I think he said he started in like season 3 or some show. I'm like, oh, okay. That's going to be a lot of decent, knowledge to have there. Not to be fair, I started in season 4, so I'm kind of right there, up there in the neck of woods. Actually, missed a really good year of season 3, Worlds of League of Legends. So that's something that's always there. But overall, the show has grown and become so much more than what the other shows were. Like this show has been like the best thing a part of the channel. Oh, and the weekly recaps actually. Yeah, last week something else ended up happening, because as you guys know, there was something else that I had to do with a friend, so that's why I didn't end up getting a chance to doing the LEC weekly recap actually. But I will like 100% start it up this week actually. So expect week 1 through 3 to be combined into like one video, and then we're gonna freshly start off with that actually. So that way you guys are fully prepped with everything going into week 4, and then we have that ready for you guys. So, yeah, that's just pretty much it. We have Rebecca who we love Rebecca here. If she's watching on the replay, she is. Thank you for always supporting. She says you guys stream a little too late for her, but yeah, like I was trying to actually stream on time and earlier, but I might have to like adjust that time because there's just been other things that have been just randomly popping up. So that's just been pretty much it, when it comes to certain things that have been happening on the channel. But overall, the views are good, the videos are turning out great, the content is turning out great. We went through the LEC 2022 spring split week 3 actually. We just got through that, and it was amazing actually, to a certain extent. You still have bad teams like
I'm
SK Gaming.
surprised by how bad Reeker has been doing.
Ricker's really bad. He's like
Like, seriously, there
egregiously
were
bad.
all these teams were like contemplating like picking him over people like Humanoid. Like, he was that hyped up, so he like had a shaky start. I don't know why.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Just
yeah,
consider
I
that
gave him a
it's
chance,
Inception.
but God. But yeah, my
Just
my PC, yeah, my PC froze, so I switched over to my phone for now. But
Oh,
I'm
you're fine.
surprised by how
Mhm.
shaky he's been, honestly.
No, 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 dude. We were talking about this last week actually. Like Reeker's pretty bad. Like I'm sorry, guys, and I know a lot of people, last year
No, I
gave me a
thought I
lot of
thought he was
shit.
fine in the first week, though. I thought he was
I didn't think it
perfectly
was.
fine.
Mm-mm. I knew it was bad. I saw it in gameplay. I saw it in map movement. Saw it in decisions he was making in
Okay,
lane.
okay. Well, look, VTO has been actually doing pretty good now, so
He's hot and cold. One game he'll do like well. The other game he's doing like subpar. I'm still kind
yeah.
of on the fence on
Uh,
him a little bit,
I
but he
think
is
it might be a
improving, so
time
that's
thing
good.
with Reeker. I think it might be a time thing with both of them.
But the thing here is like you saw some decent things at a VTO initially when he first started. I'm just not seeing anything decent out of him. Like you're not
Hmm.
seeing anything.
I
Like
have. I think it's a
like
lack of confidence, mostly, honestly.
it might
Like he's
it might
just.
just be a stage thing. It might just be a stage thing. Also, guys, I sent Warren the link too. So Warren, if you're awake, sorry. I sent you the link late, but check Discord, or if you're busy, not just make sure you
I
just check
mean,
whenever you can.
I still think Dejor isn't good. I don't know why Warren thinks he hasn't been doing that bad. He's good in 1v1s and stuff, sure, but
Mhm.
like literally everything else that a mid laner needs to do, he hasn't been good at. And it just looks good because it's like everybody else is like more of like support players, and he's like supposed to be like the one
Mhm.
carry player, so that's why he looks better. Since he's on such a shit team, where of course
Mhm.
he's gonna raise expectations, and because
Mhm.
going into the season, everybody thought he was like the worst pickup, so that's the only reason why people thinking he isn't doing pretty bad. He isn't doing too bad. I
Mhm.
still say he's doing bad. Sorry, Warren.
See, this is the thing I don't even see where you guys like, or even where Warren could see like he's a good player, like to a certain extent. Like I don't see it right now. Like with me, when it comes to like certain new players, yeah, I'm more than willing to give them time to develop and grow. But if they are playing badly out the gate, I am not gonna sugarcoat that because that I can't just sit up here and say they're playing good when I know right when I can see them they're playing
Yeah,
bad.
I was high on Armut, and it eventually worked out, but at the start, he was doing bad.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Is like I'm all fine if a team wants to develop a rookie and you want to go through the hardships of having a rookie for like the main position of League of Legends.
Yeah, I mean, it's
But
working. I think it's going to work on with JoJo Peon, honestly.
that's the guy I think it will work with Reeker and the other guy Dejor, especially Dejor. He's in a much worse position because
The thing
what
is, Raker was
you know.
already supposed to be great. He didn't need time to develop, and he was already supposed to be at that level. I thought.
But this is the difference with that is like most people have those notions coming from ERLs, and a lot of the players out of ERLs are just extremely overhyped. There's been like maybe has there been a player from the ERLs that has really popped off the way those analysts always predict? Has there?
There have been, yes,
And probably a
and
few except there's probably a few exceptions to the rule,
no,
right? But
there's quite a handful, and also a lot of people.
mhm,
Honestly, it's like kind of the well, honestly, it's a little bit of like the opposite. Actually, it's like there are players from like the ERL and other like European league, regional leagues, but it's the
mhm.
ones that like they for some reason sleep on that, are then the ones that like do well. Like for some reason, a lot of people were hating on Trimby in his first year with Rogue, saying he's playing bad and that just his team is
I thought he was
covering
all
for his
right.
mistakes.
Yeah,
People thought his team was just covering for him, but then he did great, and now he's doing pretty
he's doing
awesome
good.
so far.
He's doing pretty good right now. Like Trimby
Like
last
again,
year, I thought he was,
sorry.
but he was okay. Honestly, I thought he was okay. I
Well,
didn't think
yeah,
he
he
was
was only
egregiously
okay
bad,
in his first hit in his first split,
which is
but the
fine.
second split I really
Yeah,
liked it.
the second split he was improving, and then I was like, okay, they have a good support player.
Hmm.
Like I still disagree when they got rid of Vander because I don't think he did anything bad to get replaced. Though, like
Well, me neither.
I only get mad when they replace a player that I don't really think needed it. That doesn't
No,
make
me
sense,
neither. Like
though.
he's
Yeah,
still, in my opinion, like the sixth best support in EU right now. In my opinion, it's just the issue with him is just one-dimensional play style of the support, so that's why they're been
yeah.
subbing younger. supports in over him.
Because like that's the thing with Vander is that people think they're gonna be getting a player like Hillisang because they're about like the same age, have been playing the game almost exactly the amount of the at the same time. It's just Vander's a different type of support player. And this okay, so we have like a lot of movie conversations and shit. And you know how like people just like only want one certain type of movie when it comes to like certain things? That's how it feels like with League of Legends. Like it feels like some people just only want one type of player when there's a variety of certain things like other players are just good at, you know? And I think that Vander has a valuable asset he could bring to a lot of teams that's just not the flashy support play that Hylissang provides, But Hylissang provides flashy support plays, which are really good. Like he just kind of run downs and fucking ints all the time. But it's not running down and inting like in a bad way. It's like in a really good way. And he's actually a pretty good player overall. Like, people last year got mad when I criticized him back in the LEC 2021 spring split, but I was like, he's playing bad. Like, I'm sorry, he's just looking bad. I don't. It's not about the team. It's like with Hylissang as a player, people always like to go, well, yeah, his team's failing him, but like his engage in his support play is bad. It's not. I don't think that's the team. The team is not telling him to fucking Nautilus hook a bad target and just get exploded. I'm pretty sure they don't do that. So.
Well, would you say Schlaton is a way different play style than other junglers right now, or?
He's a different playstyle in the way of like not what Razork is providing for Fnatic though. I think Schlaton is what Fnatic is actually looking for because Razork, he's not been performing well. I was so surprised it took people just until this week to realize that. I saw that shit in week 1. I saw that shit in week 1. He wasn't performing very well. People are fucking surprised on fucking Reddit and Twitter that Razork's been underperforming. No shit, Sherlock. I saw that in week 1. What? I saw that the first 3 games Fnatic played and they went 3-0 were not because of Razork. I can tell you that right now. They were not because of him. Like, they just weren't because of him at all. No matter what you will say to me, you are just going to be a capping fucking bullshitting liar if you tell me to my face that Razork was a part of the wins that Fnatic got, And so far, they're only 5-2, and I know like a lot of the Fnatic fans are going to be pretty upset that they lost to Rogue and G2 this week, actually, but it happens, man. Fnatic, it's really hard to kind of say, but we'll talk about them in a little bit because that's just what you normally have to deal with when it comes to like top tier organizations like Fnatic when they're fans and they lose and you have shit like that happens. But just with Misfits and XL right now, I just kind of currently see them as the teams that are just finally fighting for a playoff spot, like a final playoff spot, like for XL to make playoffs for the LEC 2022 spring split, they literally just have to be, better than Misfits essentially. And the same thing to Misfits. They just have to be better than XL. And also, we had the big announcement that Mickey X was going to be joining XL actually, and how do you think Mickey X performed on XL for his first week actually?
Average.
Yeah, like I don't know, like
Sorry.
a lot
it's
of
an upgrade,
no, you're fine.
but just barely a fucking upgrade, and they just they shouldn't have done that. And the other guys has way better chemistry with their players. Just stupid move, fucking backstab.
But dude, now they have the winner's mentality. That's how it works.
Oh fuck. That's the thing. This is like fucking. They're turning to like old sports GMs now, where they like get a bunch of like has-beens. But it's like, oh, they won titles though. It's like fuck these new guys.
Like, so as you guys know, Mickey X
he is younger though than the other one they had though.
Like, so as you guys know, Mickey X joined G2 Esports and actually won a lot with them. Actually, Mickey X had been a part of Splice. He came to he was on the Challenger scene first. He was on Splice. He was on Misfits. Then eventually he went to G2 where he found a lot of success. And then after that he eventually now ended up on Excel. There was that big thing on Twitter between him and Ocelot that you guys saw. And then eventually, yeah, apparently Ocelot's a bad guy, but he gets him on Excel. It's all these like weird
Yeah.
angles people like to play with all the time.
Yeah, well
It's like,
that just proves that Ocelot was once again a fucking line sack of shit. Because if he did do everything in his power and he did lower the price enough, as he said, and that, oh no, teams just weren't interested, no, then they would have got him at the start of the season. Fuck off. This just proves his fucking bullshit again.
because that's the thing. That might have just been either him or what the agent is communicating. Because it sounds like it was just a huge, big, giant like miscommunication, right? Because I want to go over the Advian twit longer that he put out because I don't mind that Excel got Mickey X. Like I don't mind that. And
I do.
like here's the thing is I understand why they would do it, but it's so stupid why they would do it. Like I understand it, but it's also stupid because I saw them doing that
I
last
know.
year with
It's like the
Checolat, remember?
Saligo Usui fucking move. That's what it is.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because remember last year, Dignitas were like popping off in spring, and then they get rid of Dardoch and Saligo for some stupid fucking reason, and then they just completely
Yeah,
collapse.
it's like sure Usui was like barely just like a minuscule fucking better, like sure, and it had like a play style, like aggressive
Mhm,
play style with like assassins and stuff, sure, but barely, and then you just completely fucked up the chemistry. And Saligo was a way
mhm,
smarter player. Just like what was the point? Just for that
mhm.
tad fucking bit upgrade. That's not
And
even an
that's
upgrade.
And dude, that's the thing with like team cohesion is when you're doing something like that, people don't understand the player that you just got could be an upside, but they could also be a huge downside too because no one is factoring in the immediate level of an impact that's going to have on the team. So as you guys know, last year for the LCS 2021 spring split, Dignitas actually really overperformed. Like even the people that I talked to last year when we still had a like little like C9 fan cast that we were doing, like a lot of the guys, from the eye test alone, could tell that Dardoch was playing really well. Actually, Dardoch actually played so well that I thought I was the only guy who's going to put him as the MVP of Spring Split, last year for the LCS. No, like even people we talked to here said he was playing really, really well, and a lot of that was because Saliga was able to like follow up
Mm-hmm.
on a lot of his plays. Saliga was very like,
Yeah,
okay, I'm
Dardoch
gonna
was
trust this
great, but
guy.
then he found out that Indy Fox got banned, so then he turned into the Hulk, broke a guy's fucking neck, so he
Oh my
got benched.
god. Oh my god. And then, you have that with Excel and the thing when it comes to like team chemistry and all that shit, right? Is yes, Mickey X is probably a slight improvement in like they're thinking about it like this. They get quote unquote a franchise player for the long term, but like for Excel, what is a long term goal or a franchise player for them? Ever since they joined the league back in the LEC 2019 spring split, which was when they first joined, they finished what seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th in that range, right? They're an average eighth to ninth place team, right? In the LEC 2020 summer split, that split where like if you got first place, then you could just auto qualify to Worlds, like what Rogue did. They were like one game away from making playoffs. This is back during a split when Fnatic had Nemesis and Selfin on the same team, and they were like completely running it down for a good amount of games for a bit there. And then, XL still couldn't make playoffs. And that's the thing. Like, XL had a chance to make playoffs back in LEC 2020 summer split.
I'm
They
glad
had
they
a
didn't.
they also had a chance, a few other splits where they could have like made
Spring
playoffs.
2021, they could have
Yeah, they could have made playoffs then. That's the
lost to
like.
fucking blue mid. Oh, but yeah, you beat 100 Thieves. Hell yeah.
Oh lord, and
Yeah,
then
I know the EU fans because I know the way like they
mhm.
think. After that series, they're probably like saying on Twitter, "Lol, NA lost to the 10th worst EU mid laner."
What's up, Ziak? How you doing, man? It's just like, as you guys can see, as I've just explained to you, Excel has had a few chances to make playoffs, right? They couldn't even make playoffs when other teams were like either top tier teams were running it down, or teams that were just as bad as them were playing arguably egregiously worse, right? So if they don't make playoffs this split with the LEC 2022 spring split, this is what we're talking about right now when we're doing this episode of the Cloud9 podcast. Yeah, I don't know. They need to just reevaluate everything they're doing.
Why
right?
are they still in the league?
I mean, I understand there's time to grow with an org, right? Because FlyQuest took a little bit of time for them to grow, and finally hit their stride. And FlyQuest eventually made some finals. They made Worlds all in the same year in 2020. So like sometimes you just need that 1 year to prove like you can do it, right? And I'm all down for that, but it just doesn't seem like they had that kind of trajectory, because we could use FlyQuest as an example. FlyQuest in their first split, which is what I watched, the LCS 2017 spring split. Not the first ever split I watched, guys, but when they first joined, right? Because they were Cloud9 Challenger and they bought that slot from Jack because he had 2 slots, right? Because the rules say an owner cannot have more than 1 slot in the LCS rulebook, actually. They finished 4th place. The next split, they kind of started faltering because, like, they weren't that good anyway. It's just because the other better teams just weren't playing good. When the other better teams with better players started playing good, that's when FlyQuest looked worse. And then FlyQuest were that consistent 4th place team for a bit there, and then in 2020, they finally hit their stride. They finally made back-to-back finals and arguably maybe could have won a final, actually, if a series had went, more of their way. Actually, so that's kind of how that happened,
Yeah,
so
whatever. Bring back H2K. Fuck off with Excel.
H2K. Oh my god, H2K.
And well, maybe if they have like a different owner, maybe, because fuck that guy.
I just don't know when it comes to.
Wait, oh shit, is
Excel.
that the guy yet? Oh fuck, oops.
Oh well, no. Do I know Rick? I don't think I do.
Oh well, I know you said one time after I said something that you're gonna make Rick angry.
It's just like I just don't get it with Excel. Like, you have young Buck, you have a roster of Finn. What's forgot the jungler's name? Oh my god, I'm blanking out on the jungler's name. Oh my god. Let me fucking hell. Give me a sec, guys. I'm blanking out on Excel's jungler's name. I'm sorry for a second.
Okay, are you stupid? It's Marcoon.
Yeah, they have Finn, Marcoon, Nuke Duck, fucking Patrick, and Mickey X, right?
Okay, if you're gonna do that at this point, XL, just get Niski then. What the fuck do you have Nuke Duck for? Right? Just go all in at this point.
Wait, because that's what no one really tries to dive into their announcement, about what that guy was saying. They wanted Mickey X, who had the winner's mentality champion, right? Niski's that. Niski literally just made the finals last split.
Light years better.
Like, people can say what they want about Niski. Is he good or is he an upgrade? Whatever. You can debate that amongst yourself.
Upgrade. He's not the same player, but he's definitely an upgrade.
That's the thing. They said they wanted a champion. Winner's mentality. Niski literally went to Worlds last year, made a finals the split before, and he went on Cloud9. How's that not an ideal candidate for him? I just don't get it.
I don't get it either. And I watch all these games with Nuke Duck on these mages, and I'm just like, Niski can do it better.
So underwhelming. Like, I know there's some people that still like think Nuke Duck is a great player, or like he's the Bjergsen of EU.
No.
Fuck. Holy shit. Okay. And Nuke Duck is okay.
No, he's like, what's a good comparison for the LCS?
He is like a worse version of like fucking I don't know who, because there's only one person like Nuke Duck in the world that plays.
No, he's like fucking
Froggen. He's like Froggen to a
I was gonna say or I was gonna say like who when he played mid.
Oh Lord. Like to me, Nuke Duck is like Froggen when he played. Like, he just plays egregiously one way or the other.
Actually, I got a better comparison. Phoenix.
No, Phoenix can work. Yeah, no, you're right. Phoenix is there. It's like Phoenix and Froggen. Like, he plays like them. He plays like he's playing in a season that's long since been forgotten. And remember, the thing with Nuke Duck, guys, is Nuke Duck actually had a super team around him before. He couldn't even win with Upset, Alfari, on his team. Upset and Alfari and Xerxes, you know? Remember when they had Cold for 2019? Remember? They couldn't even win then. You know? And I get it. The G2 Super Team was a freak of nature. And to be fair, if they don't make that G2 Super Team in 2019, Origin probably wins the spring split because they did beat Fnatic though. That in that third place match to go to the finals because they made the third place match matter now in LCS and LEC. I like that though, you know, but like, and people still saw him as a good mid laner back in 2019. It's just like, I don't know, like Nukeduck's play leaves a lot to be desired. I really don't know why they're choosing to opt into him unless he's just like this amazing stud performer in scrims that I'm just not seeing. You know what I mean? Unless he's this like massive fucking stomping stud player that I've never seen in scrims because I don't get a chance to watch the scrims actually, guys. You know, then what though? Like I don't get it. Because if someone's saying that they want a champion winners mentality type player, Niski would be your guy. I'm not like advocating they pick him up. What I'm saying is that's what the logic is going to. Niski literally made the finals in the LEC 2021 summer split. That happened, you know? And they even dominated the Rogue roster that ended up almost winning spring of last year, right? And they won multiple best of fives. Remember, they went through Team Vitality, Misfits, G2. You know, like they went through so many teams to get to the finals. I just don't see why they would opt in to keeping Nukeduck over getting a player like Niski. Like, I just don't get it. And looking at the results of, you know, the standings right now within the LEC 2022 spring split, we are going to be on week 4 coming up, so expect a recap of, you know, these 3 weeks right there. So why don't we start with this and just work our way up, actually, you know, and we'll talk more about Excel like up here when we get to that. I'll pull up the announcement video about that as well. All right, so we have Astralis who went 0-7. Astralis ended up facing fucking,
you know, I just gave
Team
them like that
BDS
win to
and
be
Excel.
nice. I predicted that one for them just to be nice. I didn't actually expect it.
Sniffing drugs is what you're sniffing.
Yeah,
actually,
well,
on
I
crack.
had to be generous to them.
No, you don't. You have to be right in these predictions. I choose to be right. As you guys can see, they lost both games. Surprising enough, they lost to Team BDS and they lost to Excel. You know, that's who they lost to. Teams that are, as bad as Excel are to a certain extent, they're not as bad as Astralis actually. So they like. Here's what I'll say about this week for Astralis is this was your only real chance to actually get 2 wins, and those wins have been squandered. Just saying. Those wins have been squandered. Completely away.
Yeah. Okay, so hold on, let me get this straight. Okay, so Fnatic better than Vitality, Vitality better than G2, G2 better than Fnatic.
Something like that, I guess.
And then Rogue's just dick stomping them all.
And then SK Gaming, as the trash they are, fucking, they lost to Team Vitality in a very convincing fashion. That, oh my god, fuck, they're getting just dicked.
Hey, what do you mean they almost made that comeback? Because, you know, Perks and them totally weren't trolling near the end there.
But Team BDS, SK Gaming lost to Team BDS and
Yeah, I did predict a 2-0, I believe, for BDS, huh?
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, fucking...
They aren't bad. It's just fucking X-Maddie's dog shit.
I think it was just the strength of schedule. I think they really are bad. It's just strength of schedule really helped them out this week.
I'm not saying they're, like, playoff team. I'm just saying, like, there's, like, 2 teams I'd say are worse than them.
Oh, no, for sure.
At least.
Yeah. I just think this is their easiest strength of schedule. So, like, they needed these 2 wins. And I think that they're going to have like, be struggling next week, actually. Because if you guys see, SK Gaming, they ended up going 0-2 this week. They literally have a single win over Astralis. A single win. Their games are bad. The fact that fucking Mad Lions dropped a game to this level of a team is disgusting in and of itself, right? Mad Lions dropped a game to a team that is 1-6, and their games look like shit. Their games look like absolute shit, you know? And then you also have Team Vitality. Overall, I think people might be a little harsh on them than they need to. They played up against SK Gaming, who they should easily beat because it's SK Gaming of all teams. Then they play up against Rogue. The game up against Rogue was close, actually. It was a nail biter there. I was watching that. That was close between them. It could have went either way.
Yeah. Again, I didn't doubt Rogue. I just thought that
I got my Rogue predictions right, so I'm cool.
Well, I don't know if you did, but this week, yeah.
I got my Rogue predictions right. Best team in the LEC, which is interesting, but not interesting though, because Malrong and Comp are like best jungler, best ADC right now.
Yeah.
Trimby is playing on fire right now when it comes to like certain picks.
I mean, I believe I predicted Rogue to lose to Fnatic. I'm pretty sure I thought G2 would beat Fnatic then after though. Yeah. I forgot my predictions, but yeah, again, just player wise, so like, yeah, I thought all 5 were fantastic. I just thought their chemistry would be shit. I guess like we were looking at it wrong though, because honestly, last year with Rogue, like we were like focusing too much on like Inspired and Larson and them just being like fucking hot new prodigies like on the same team, and not like paying attention to actually how they play together, because their chemistry honestly like now with how they're playing like away from each other like was pretty bad, but we weren't paying attention to that, and then we were just paying attention to like the new roster, how they're like downgrades on paper, and instead of like how the chemistry could actually be good this time. So yeah, it's kind of on us there.
No, I mean, it's something that I didn't account for, but this is the thing, is like, it's one of two ways how that works though, you know? You get downgrades, you turn out to be like Mad Lions right now, or you get downgrades and you turn out to be like Rogue. It's one of two ways how that works.
Listen, if they had Humanoid and Cursey, they would probably still be in around the same position, maybe like just 5-2.
Probably 5-2, somewhere around there, right? Because the issue here with how Rogue played before was that they played heavily through their mid jungle players, not synergy. Like they just play through mid jungle, or you'd have like Inspire doing these like really insane deep invades where he just pass insanely well differently, many different games. And then they would get a lot of early advantages from that. He would invade constantly, get advantages. They would honestly give him so many power picks. It's hard to really say, because when he was playing with EG this week, when in the LCS 2022 Lock-in Tournament Finals, when he was on Viego, oh my god, that botch tower dive, you know. But it's one of those things where, you know, Team Vitality guys played pretty solid this week overall. Like that game against Rogue was pretty close in the early game for a little bit there. You know, they could easily be 4-4. They could easily be so if they won another one, they'd be like what, they'd be 4-3, somewhere around there. So like they should be actually around the 4-3 place that Misfits is at right now. And I think Team Vitality will consistently just scale up with each week actually, and look like a really scary team heading into the LEC 2021. Sorry, the LEC 2022 Spring Split playoffs actually. So that's where I think they're going.
Sorry, I can't believe that a team with Treats Jungle is going to have more wins than SK right now.
Isn't that crazy?
Yes, they're actually on like SK like last year is like, yeah, they I mean, if we're going by like their records right now, like at this point, yeah, they're on path to like having more wins. Like their roster last year with fucking a support as jungle than their roster now, which with some new players that they thought would be upgrades. Like this is just
well, that's the thing when you're grabbing all these like ERL players that they're trying to like build up. It's like you can't just keep consistently doing that, you know? Like they have Certus in the mid lane. He is just so underwhelming though. He's just so underwhelming. And you have Gilius. Like okay, you have Gilius, but Gilius is a player that facilitates other players, and you can't. It feels like with some of these bottom tier teams with Astralis and SK Gaming and Team BDS, it's a bunch of like facilitating players. No like star player actually. The only star player on fucking Astralis's roster is fucking I
There is
don't.
none.
Let's just say none.
Promise Q.
Okay. Team BDS.
Why can't
they have
Abdian go to fucking Astralis? God.
Because he doesn't want to commit career suicide actually. And then you have Team BDS, like their star player, like Syncroft, but you surround him with X-Matty, like one of the worst LEC ADCs I've probably ever seen in my life.
Yeah, well, you know why he's an LEC.
Budget? I mean, it's probably
no.
To be fair, they spent a lot of money on their LEC slot.
Yeah, no. But listen, no. I told you before. Tell me why X-Matty's an LEC. Why they thought he was good.
Because his name reminds you of X-Smithy, so they thought they were getting an actual jungler.
Who was his support?
Oh, Targamas.
Yes, that's literally the only reason he carried him to LEC. He's trash.
So Targamas is basically getting. This is what Targamas should do. He'd be like, hey man, because when they get their paychecks, he should be like, hey man, you know I got you here. You know that's my money actually.
Yeah, actually. Yeah, so Targamas is a top 2 support in LEC, alright?
Like, this is my thing with Team BDS, SK Gaming, and Astralis is there's no clear-cut star player other than maybe, like, is Syncroft a star player? I don't know. I would have to legitimately see him around better teams to, like, fucking see where they're actually going to be going with their roster, because I don't know. Maybe seeing him in a different light among different players would make me think differently. Like, my friend said Nuclear Ant, he didn't think he was that good, but I was like, I don't know, man. Like, if you're on a bad team like this, it's really hard to shine, actually, in general.
What do you mean? He's been doing fine. What are you talking about? Like,
I think he's doing fine.
Yeah, like last year, no, but he had like a fucking pylon he had a pylon as like a fucking jungler, alright? Like, Jesus fuck. Like this year, no, he's been doing good. Like, what do you mean? Who the fuck said that?
Yeah, I was talking to one of my friends, and they were like, "Oh, I don't think he's that good." I'm like, I mean,
do they not look at other aspects in the game besides KDA? Because clearly not. He's been doing fine.
I think he's been doing fine. I legitimately think he's been doing fine. Like, Nuclear Ant has the worst bot lane probably in the LEC. Like, Limit and Xmatty are a terrible bot lane because their playstyles do not complement each other. Synergy is bad.
Well, obviously, look at their names. You got one name that only has like 7 letters, and then look at that other.
And then the thing with SK Gaming is they do this like all the time, though. They build like a budget. This is the thing, guys. They build a budget roster and get budget results. That's what they do. They've been doing this like since they came back into the league, because before they got relegated, they came back in 2019 when, the slots were franchised, right? They're just going to keep doing this. They might be successful in other esports. I don't personally know. But yeah, they're going to keep doing this, though. They're going to build a budget roster of quote unquote budget players with some rookies here or there, give or take every year to try and switch it up, because they have to switch it up so you start catching on to their plan.
Yeah, I told you, just buy out like upsetting Kaiser, just have a German team there. That will do better.
If SK Gaming want to ever compete, because last year, they were like, yeah, we're gonna make worlds and we're gonna do damage in the playoffs.
Yeah, no, that you're shit. The end. Like, Jesus fuck. Again, like Warren was like, oh, why do you have SK generous, like a low C tier when we did the tier list? Like, why? Like, Genax is good, Gilius is solid. It's like, okay, yes, look at the rest of their fucking team. It's again, Traits is great, but like, I'm sorry, Certis and Jezu are just that fucking
Jezu
bad.
Bad.
And I knew that Gilius would not play well in this like new environment.
Yeah, like you can tell that Gilius would not have played well in this kind of environment at all. He barely played good in Schalke. Barely. That was toward like the very end of Schalke's run in the LEC too. Like,
I'm sorry, I only think that I think Genax is just low elo stomper. I don't like him against like top teams.
He's a middle of the pack LEC top laner. That's what he is essentially.
No, he's like
maybe below
I forgot if it was like 2019 or 2020, but you know that year with Africa's where they consistently got like 6th place, just barely.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
playoffs, and they beat every team below them, but didn't win a single game against any team above them. Right? That's Gen Axe as a top laner, in my opinion.
Like, I just don't see these teams, even getting anything done this spring split. I think their records are about to cap out at something really, really bad. I don't really know, who's going to end up being actually 10th, SK Gaming or Astralis, but they're definitely heading there right now. And TBDS will be your 8th place team. That's how I see it personally, guys. Team Vitality, I think they'll consistently scale, actually, throughout the whole spring split. And that's not a team I think you want to face in the first round of playoffs, actually. Oh, what's up, K-Dot? How you doing, man? How are you doing, you sexy son of a bitch? And now we talk about Excel. So I want to actually bring up something to you guys, actually. And I want to show you guys the level of like buffoonery that has been going on with some of these teams and how they actually present, their ideas and how to like actually pick up a player. So let me type in a XL. Some of these like jerseys some of these teams have look good. Would I ever rep these? Probably not, but who knows, actually. So let me show you guys something really quickly. Let me put this right here and let the ad play through, and then I will show you guys what I'm talking about. So yeah, the bottom tier teams in the LEC, don't expect much from them. The most you're hoping is for like an upset randomly toward like the end of the regular season, right? And you're hoping that that upset is good enough to get like maybe one team like a better spot in the playoffs. That's what you're hoping, actually. So let me show you guys this video, actually, if you guys didn't see it. So it's basically titled Jailbreak, Welcome Mickey to the XL LEC.
No, they got the title wrong. It should say Backstab.
Good God, Jesus fucking Christ. Holy shit.
The rumors are true. We broke him out.
He's got the shots down. Untitled has got no flash, but look at the opponent. Damn it!
Oh, Mickey!
Mickey, you so fine! Mountain Soul. Neon takes a gigantic...
Oh, there he is
again! Oh!
That is beautiful!
The snipe!
The looting lullaby, look at that sweep. Mickey in! A bomb, man!
I mean, if he keeps playing like he did with the Galio game, they should just edit it saying, it's true, we broke him.
We broke him.
Just cut out the out at the end. If he keeps playing like he is.
Flash, stun, Humanoid locked up with the solar flare. Humanoid does not get a chance to react. Mickey dived in first and immediately dive bombed onto Humanoid side.
I guess you're all wondering why, and maybe why now. I mean, the answer is actually quite easy. Mickey X is a champion, multiple trophies, MSI champion, and if you have the chance as an organization to add him to your roster, you have to go for that. And our ambitions are this year not just hoping for playoffs. No, we don't hope for playoffs. We go playoffs, and we go even further. And Vienne is a great LEC player, but Mickey X, he's arguably one of the very, very best supports out there. And even though we had a very strong support already on the roster, Mickey X brings something we did not have yet, like this winner mentality. So let's not...
The amount of crack this guy probably took before he made this video is insane.
Yeah, this guy's definitely... did this guy make the CLG roster? We need a Wild Turtle. He wants some LCS trophies. Got that winner mentality.
Forget about Advien. He was actually a very strong team player. He had a good synergy with Patrick. He also was a great personality, so we actually had a team which came together very, very well.
Yeah, you let that play out for a few more weeks. You don't just switch it up.
Yeah, you let it play out for fucking the whole year. What the fuck?
Or at least do it until the spring split is over.
Yeah.
If you want to change for summer, that's fine.
Okay, guys, we got a Pobelter. The winner. Yeah. We got World's finalist, Broxa. I think we're set, boys. Oh, yeah, Smoothie.
Smoothie. Yep. He almost won LCS trophies.
Yeah,
almost.
And then Rush, listen, we want to give the Make-A-Wish kid a chance in LCS. Yeah, we have 4 winners. Let's go. I love this guy.
Dude, that's the thing is, like, he said actual true things in this video, some, very few. What he just said on Advian is what you want in a support player and a team.
Yeah, well, this is this guy's and this org is the definition of just not esports. They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Oh my lord.
So it was a tough decision, really tough decision to make. And if it wasn't about Mickey X, we would never have done so. So it is sad, actually, and it hurts kinda. So what's next with him? We are in talks here. We will be very supportive about that and figuring out something to...
Shut up. I hate when fucking do that. Like, yeah, you're just saying that to look... There's 0 chance unless they fucking finally kick Promise Q and he actually is willing to go there. Then he's going to go on an LEC team. Like, at least this split. Like, fuck off if you're like, oh, we're in talks. We're going to give him the best... Get him on the best team we can. It's like, shut the fuck up. It's like, no. No. Just EU regional team, which... They'll obviously fucking take him right away. So just shut up.
And dude, that's the thing is the highest chances of him getting a team is when fucking before summer starts. And who knows if the rosters will want to like fucking grab a support player, because in like implementing a support player is so much different than implementing like let's say a mid or a jung or a top or an ADC. Like it's a huge integral part of how your team actually functions. Together,
we are in a very competitive industry. Sports is always about like the very, very, very best, and Mickey X is just more experienced and more versatile and brings what we need for this year to the team. So I really hope you will join this ride and you also are as excited as we are, and you can see how hard we are trying to achieve something this year. So stay tuned, follow us, watch us, and I hope you will join us watching and cheering for Mickey and the team smashing Mad Lions and Astralis already this weekend.
I don't know if you smashed one of those teams. One of those teams ended up outplaying you pretty hard, actually.
Yeah, and the other one has fucking Promise Q, so what the shit.
Good. Like, if you're proud of beating Astralis,
yeah, good job.
Start small, right?
Good job.
Hey. Hey, they always said it start small, Start small. I just don't get it, man. I literally just don't get it. Like,
okay, so you said we need experience. Okay, so listen, Golden Guardians, you have Lost on your roster right now. Isn't really the best ADC though. We need to upgrade you. All right. I'm looking at CB LOL. BRTT is inactive right now. How about we pick him up? He's 30 years old, about to be 31. He's got that experience,
And dude, that's the thing is, I know we're kind of memeing on this right now because it's actually a stupid thing, but it actually is stupid,
It's barely a fucking upgrade. Barely an upgrade. And fuck off with this winner's mentality, all right? It doesn't exist. Right?
Okay, the thing with the whole winner's mentality is Niski's sitting there. He won. He's been to Worlds more than Nuke does.
I'm sick of it, all right? It doesn't exist, all right? You look at it in history, like players that have won Worlds and then they like go to a different team. It doesn't do shit, all right? This winner's mentality thing is bullshit, all right? Just fuck off.
Like, guys, people are just literally trying to sell you a bill of goods that is just horse shit in general.
Okay, so I'm looking at I think we can bring Piglet out of retirement. He's won Worlds,
I would so much rather just fucking attempt to off myself.
How about we put him in the mid lane? Yeah.
How about because that worked out so well when they did that. Honestly, remember that? That worked out so well. Hell yeah, baby! Holy shit, guys! That's the thing. With XL, hey, they said follow them and watch them. That's gonna happen,
No one is following you. You're a shit brand.
Oh my goodness. Sean is just, there's no whole bars in this guy. Okay, Let's talk about the final teams, and then we'll go over some of the gameplay, and then we'll knock out the LCS after that. Well, predictions before that. All right, so we talked about all these guys. Yeah, Misfits I kind of lump with. Misfits is where I lump Excel. I have to kind of monitor their games, week to week to see like some actual improvement there. I am seeing a little bit of improvement in Vithio. Slackdon had a pretty rough week, actually. I remember watching those games. He had a pretty rough week overall. They lost to G2. That was a close game right there. G2, had the game, threw it, then barely managed to hold on, and then somehow won the game. And then Misfits, bounced back the next day and won against Mad Lions. So, they got literally blown the fuck out against G2, right? And then they actually managed to somehow turn a game around and still end up losing. And those are the heartbreaking games, like the games where that one team throws and, you think that you have a chance to win and then you just mess up at the last minute and you don't really calculate some things to the accurate team. You just lose. But the next day you hope you bounce back, and they actually did. And that was a good thing, actually, seeing them bounce back against Mad Lions to a certain extent. We had some amazing banger games this week. Rogue versus Fnatic. You had Vitality versus Rogue, and G2 versus Fnatic. I know some of the EU fans were like, why not promote Rogue versus Fnatic as match of the week? Well, I'm pretty sure you guys would have been mad if they didn't promote G2 versus Fnatic either. When you get a strength of schedule week like this, it's come on. There's 3 banger games there. Of course, they're going to go with the big rivalry matchup that's existed in the LEC for years.
Yeah,
I mean, both matches, Rogue beat the shit out of Fnatic.
I wish they did go Rogue Fnatic. I'm kind of tired of just seeing fucking Vitality on every match of the week just because fucking their names.
Oh, dude. Yeah. And Mad Lions are so their record does not show the level of gameplay they're putting out. It's so sloppy, man. But their regular seasons are always kind of like this, so I'm kind of expecting it. But Unforgiven is good. No, that guy is good. Reeker is just bad. And if Arma doesn't pop off in the top lane, they don't really actually do a whole lot.
Now listen, I'm glad though that they're unlike LCS, they actually give players a whole split or a whole year. All right, because if this was LCS, Reeker would be subbed out by now already.
Or if you're on Excel, you're subbed out in 2 weeks. God, last year Excel got rid of Checolad after a whole spring split, which is what? Regular season's a month or so, something like that. They gave Checolad a whole month. They gave Advian 2 weeks. That's what it takes to be on Excel, guys. Now, if you don't perform well within 2 weeks, they're sitting there going okay, we're fucking done. Nope. 2 weeks of gameplay, can't have that. Let me go get a past ex-veteran who won some trophies with the winners mentality. Holy shit. G2 ended up going 2-0. They looked good against Fnatic. They looked really suspect against Misfits. They were winning the Misfits game, then threw it, then won it through Misfits just messing up, ending the game, and they convincingly defeated Fnatic.
That pissed me off so much. That Misfits did that. They should have won.
Yeah, Misfits really, really threw it there. But the thing here, is the G2 esports roster. Guys, I love G2, and the roster is here because I know a lot of people have been bringing up Caps into the situation, though. Let's be honest here, Caps has been pretty underwhelming these past 3 weeks so far. These past weeks, he's been pretty underwhelming. He's had 1 or 2 good games, so far. He's not been the dominant Caps that everybody remembers and loves, right? And I think that in order for this roster to really be at the top of the LEC, like Carlos predicts, Caps has to be playing at full power. I'm sorry. If he's not, then it looks bad for G2. Broken Blade and Genkos can only do so much. Flact and Targamas, they're not the worst bot lane. Actually, I think they're playing above what everyone thought they'd be playing at, which is not bad overall. But, in terms of Caps right now, I just think he's been decently underwhelming. He's just playing really reserved. He's just playing he's not actually, I don't know. Because there's there were moments in the I think there was one of the games that G2 played where Targamas picked like Zillion and he baited them into doing something. That was really smart there, but like Caps' play overall has left a lot to be desired, actually. That's just what I see personally. Fnatic ended up losing both games this week. They actually got crushed in these games, actually. These last 2 games, they got pretty handily defeated. I think when you're integrating a new mid, jungle, and top laner, you're going to have issues there. And like they were actually winning games before simply because that they had better players overall, than the rest of the other teams. So just by players alone, even if Fnatic's playing bad, they'll still win a majority of their games, even if they're playing bad. Want to know why? Because they have better players than the competition itself for a good amount of teams, actually. Rogue actually is the best team in the LEC. They are 7-0 right now. They're probably going to end like the first round robin of the LEC 2022 spring split 9-0. Malrang looks like, or Malrang, he's just looking so good, man. Malrang has just been an animal on the fucking Rift. Like, I know there were some people saying, oh, his dives are sloppy, his communication is bad. I'm sorry, he's foreign to English right now. I'm sorry, okay. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, Jesus.
What does that even mean? What does that even mean? He's playing perfectly fine.
I don't.
Everyone's dives are sloppy. You want to talk about that Vitality dive they tried it on Fnatic in week 1? Want to talk about sloppy? When they lost a 1v3 dive against a Gragas? You want to talk about that? No one talks about that. How Vitality
majority of jungler dives have been like sloppy this year, honestly. In all regions.
Comp has been like, Comp, what the fuck happened to this guy? He was on Vitality last year, looked like shit. Went back into the ERLs. It's like Dragon Ball Z going to like his hyperbolic time chamber and shit. Just came out and was like, okay, I'm buff now. Who's trying to rumble? Comp's been playing legitimately good. I think the best ADCs in the LEC are Comp, Upset, and Unforgiven. Those are the best ADCs. Like Trimby, he's making a case for himself to be like the best support. Is he better than Hylissang? No, Hylissang also struggled this week as well. Like I wouldn't take Fnatic's play overall this week as an indicator of how strong they are. They just looked like bad overall. What's up, Benjamin? How you doing, man? Razork had a rough weekend. Dude, I was surprised people just now picked up on that. He's been playing bad. Like all the Fnatic wins they had, he was playing bad. Out of the 7 games the Fnatic have been playing, they've been playing bad in general. I just don't know why people took so long to figure this out.
I don't get why they picked him up still.
He looked good on Misfits last year, but I just don't think that. I don't know what's going on with him right now. I really legitimately don't know what's going on with him. Like he looked really good last year on Misfits. He was popping off. He was being the carry. He would try to steal Barons whenever he can. He's just playing reserved right now, and I legitimately don't know why. Maybe they're trying to get him to be another type of player than he is. I'm not too sure about that, because last year he was acting and facilitating like a carry jungler. This year, for the start of the LEC 2022 spring split, he's functioning like a really underwhelming facilitating jungler who botches most of his engages. That's all it is. He's just getting ran over by like literally almost everyone at a certain point, But Rogue, Larson, Malrang, Comp, Trimby, Ottawamne, they're playing good. Even Ottawamne is having some decent, good carry performances. So yeah, Rogue is the best team right now. We'll see how long this lasts, actually. I doubt they're going to go 18-0. I don't think no team is going to be going 18-0, but who knows? This might be the split where they go fucking 17-1, 16-2, Like, Rogue is a good regular season team, as we've seen, these past couple of years. And, Sean Wood was right. A lot of people did kind of, harp on just losing star players rather than just, like, ignoring, like, the aspects that and the problems they had overall, They had star players like Inspired and Hansama, but the overall teamwork was just bad between them. The chemistry was just not there. Ottawamne even talked about that too. But it looks like this Rogue roster is just like revitalized with their new players. And hats off to Rogue. I definitely, I mean, but I'm wrong. I definitely did not think.
I mean, this kind of reminds me of like C9, where they got rid of like quote unquote star players and like replaced, Sven was struggling, Comp was struggling. You know, got in like a jungler who was a substitute the year prior.
Yeah, this reminds me of that split where like they got rid of Sneaky and they're like, yeah, Cloud9's done for. They'll never win anything again. They stopped the entire competition. It's literally butt fucked everybody. Oh my god.
Now we don't talk about Summer and Worlds because that was rigged.
Oh my lord. And then yeah, so like, you know, Rogue's doing pretty well right now. You know, I hope they ride this high for
it
as
was
long as they do.
rigged. The double move shouldn't have went through. And TSM wouldn't have beat them in quarterfinals in Summer otherwise, and they wouldn't have won the split. So Cloud9 would have went to Worlds. So we don't talk about that year.
Also Reaper drafting Yumi and Ezreal every single game.
Yeah, that didn't help either. Again, this guy's fucking... he's like the best coach in the world in a regular season, and then when it matters, he drafts like fucking what's an example? Like Loco Doco.
He'll drop like John Amid and tell you it's the best shit ever when you know it's dog shit. So yeah, you know, Rogue's playing great right now. Their chemistry seems to be really good, and you know that's the thing a lot of people don't understand about like League 2 is like sometimes it's not really just about how good you are. It's also a thing you have to kind of factor in about like team chemistry as well. And yeah, there's gonna be super teams that it's not really a lot of super teams that win. What I'm trying to say is like you'll have like teams where you have like star players, but the other pieces are what make those star players look as good because of the synergy that actually is happening within the team, you know? So yeah, let's go over some of the games that played out this week actually, as I will show you guys. Right here, you had Mad Lions taking on Excel. So I wanted to show you guys. Sorry, my bad. Oh my god, I'm a crackhead. Vitality versus Rogue, the first match I want to show you guys. Where it was one of the hyped up matches of the week, actually. You know, you had Vitality playing Graves, Jinjiao, LeBlanc, Jinx, Thresh. Comp just styling on him, right? Look at that man go. Comp is over here just taking him out in the 1v1, baiting Carzzy in there. Comp, best ADC right now in the LEC. Rogue take.
Yeah, I mean, well, Carzzy's shit, so what do you expect?
You have you have Rogue on Orin, Volibear, Victor, Caitlyn, Lux lane. And the thing with the Caitlyn and Lux lanes is people have to factor in Caitlyn's just going to stay there in bot lane and push as much as she can, actually. So you have to kind of factor in, you know, he should be dominating the 1v1 because if you drop the Caitlyn composition and you actually don't win the bot lane that early on, she's essentially a useless pick unless your teams just starts functioning around the map, just moving so fast and you get her a bunch of kills.
EU, they fucking steal our best players to import, you know, Alfari and Perks, and they still can't win.
Get the fuck out of here. Holy shit. Oh my goodness. Yeah, why would like Vitality import NA players though? Yeah, why get those?
No, I actually don't get why though. Like EU teams haven't like tried that shit though. Like Cody Sun's like the fucking first, wasn't he?
That's like no, Santorin was actually Santorin was.
Wait, what? Santorin's Danish.
No, but Santorin played in NA first, and he got imported to H2K. Remember?
I mean like North American born. Players.
I just don't think North American players are good.
Yeah, it's just I don't fucking get it though. It's like Blabber could have and Vulcan definitely can play in EU on like a top 5 squad.
Maybe Vulcan, yes. Blabber, I don't know. He probably could.
Like they could have coached him and like fixed his brain, and yeah.
And that's the thing, you know, with this Caitlyn composition, guys, is you have the Victor W, and you have Gravity Field, you have Ace in the Hole, a lot of poke, really nice poke engage composition you have right here. I don't know why Trimpy was getting caught as much as he was in this Lux game, but yeah, Perks was doing his due diligence, you know, on the LeBlanc, actually. This was a pretty close game, actually. You guys go back and watch this game. It was really close in the early game, actually. You know, there was a good chance Vitality could have maybe have actually won this game, but I do think that Rogue's composition was just better overall, and they managed to get an early advantage from that Caitlyn bot lane, actually. And it wasn't really Trimpy adding to that advantage. It was more or less so Malrang, you know, teaming up with some of his solo laners and going around and being in the right places at the right time, actually. And Selfmade kind of staying a little bit too long on that grump, got a little bit too greedy right there, actually. Like Otawamne, pretty good weak side player, actually. So, when you're seeing him, actually on a tank, that knockup was great right there. That double knockup, actually, that was actually really good. And right now you're just, feeding comp more kills. And that's what you need to have Caitlyn doing, getting kills early on like that so she can keep pushing down towers, keep up the tempo, actually, because Caitlyn, when you draft her, these compositions, it's more of a tempo-based game. You have to keep moving. You cannot stop. The moment you stop, it's like driving a car. The moment you take your foot off the gas, it just stops completely. That's what a Caitlyn composition is. You have to keep on consistently going. You see how they're consistently upping the pace of the game? That is exactly what you need to do. You do not stop, because if you stop with a Caitlyn composition, Caitlyn is bad in a lot of areas from other ADCs, and she just has to stay back and poke. So if you all in her with what Vitality's composition is with Graves, Jin Zhao, LeBlanc, or even Jinx to a certain extent, a lot of them outscale her and just one-shot her instantly, actually. And you have Thresh, Play, and Hook, and you see my point, right? Really enjoyed how Rogue played this composition, actually. And yeah, led Rogue to actually defeating Team Vitality, a team that, went 2-0. And don't get me wrong here, guys. Vitality played good overall in this game. So, it goes to show me that, it's just like the strength of schedule that really showed that, they still have some issues with actually playing around like some team compositions, but I mean, they are playing it up against like the best team in the LEC, so they're obviously not going to do as good. But against SK Gaming, obviously they're going to beat the shit out of them. And that leads Rogue to actually win this game. And then you have the best game right here, Mad versus Excel. You guys want to definitely watch this. Now, this is the issue here of like, I don't really know what to think about this game. I mean, it was right here in the top lane. No, it's the bot lane. Pretty sure it's the bot lane, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you had Kaiser, doing the hex, hex flashing, and they hooked on Mickey X. Like XL drafted Gwen, Jin Zhao, Veigar, Senna, and Galio. Now, Nuke Duck actually played well in this game on Veigar. Like, he was impactful. I just don't really get the Veigar. I get the Veigar pick, though. Like, I get the Veigar pick, though. If Victor tries to all-in, Cage. If Lee Sin tries to all-in, Cage. Akali tries to run all-in, Cage.
No, we didn't. He didn't play that good. He was, I would say, got like the better pick in draft against Mad Lions. Honestly, he should have played better. Like,
by how he was playing, by how many kills he got, he should have been impacting the game more, though. Like what? It's the thing. If you guys see how Mickey X just played that,
well, that's always the thing with Nuke Duck. They give him a bunch of kills and he does nothing with them.
And that's the thing. Like, if you have a Veigar pick like that, I'm pretty sure that would be a bane of existence for champions like Nautilus, Victor.
Now imagine if that was Niski's.
If that was Niski's Veigar, you better be watching out, man. Oh my goodness.
By accident, but anyway.
But yeah, that's the thing, is like the only unique thing about this game was that XL, by how their composition was, they could have easily ran away with this game. Like, you have Marcoon making plays like that. I mean, that's how I can tell they're competent in some areas. They're not a completely brain dead team.
Well, I mean, Mickey X, welcome back. Intid your ass off. Good job.
Hey man, he got Nuke Duck a kill. Does that count for something, actually?
No. You gave the kill to the most useless player. Why didn't you give it to Patrick?
That's the thing, is people always kind of hype up how good Patrick is. And I think Patrick is good, but XL does not play around this guy whatsoever. Like, at all. Or, this is the thing. People say Patrick is good, right? But Patrick has never really played like Comp has right now. Now you can see, like, he's carrying games, moving around in team fights, swiftly using his flash, like, carefully using his damage correctly. Patrick has not played like how Comp is played right now. I'm not really sure there's a split where he has. If people keep telling me a player is good, I gotta eventually see that shit. And like, I'm not saying he's not. I just don't think he's as good as people are making out to be with how they actually talk about this guy, But overall, for XL's composition with the Veigar cage, and you have like Galio to all in, I like XL's composition. I think it's better than Mad Lions, but doesn't really matter if you win draft if, your team just completely runs it down, loses pretty much a decent amount of objectives, loses mid turret this early. You know, it's just how these things kind of work though. With Reeker, like, yeah, this is the Baron they try to start up, right?
And this is a great play. Watch this.
So they start up Baron, and they peel off of it. They have the Veigar cage, which doesn't hit anyone. I think that Nukeduck should have saved the Veigar cage.
Yeah.
Marcoon dies, and they all get engaged on, because if you guys don't know, without Jin Zhao to throw them back, and they get engaged on, well, they're actually going to all end up dying.
That was a great play.
I love it, dude. I absolutely love it.
I love just starting up Barons that you have 0 chance of taking down.
Just to into way 2 kills. Oh my god.
Yeah, I call that the C9 specialty in 2019 summer.
Just absolutely doing Baron. And then Aloye, look at that shit. I want everyone to see this too. Aloye just goes in, gets a free Baron, goes, hey guys, thanks for the leash. Thank you. Free Baron. Like, what about the fucking, what the hell? Just goes over there. Warthops goes back. They don't keep track of the jungler. He flashes over he Sonic Waves, flashes and gets in there. Sonic Waves in, and then Smite steals it and flashes away. Good job, Excel. Good job being a piece of shit. Good job. And then later on, they lose every single fight. They do not play this composition well at all. Like, oh my lord. Because if you lose Veigar and you lose Galio in this team and in this composition with the Veigar, it's over, because now they can all in you, and when they all in you, it's not gonna be as good, because they have Nautilus ult, they have Varus locked down, they have Victor. What's that thing he does? The W. I forgot the actual ability's name for Victor's W, but you guys know the trap he does. Then you have Lee Sin, Wardhop kick flashes. Not pretty good. Kaiser somehow inted right there. I was like, if he lives right here, the LEC is just really bad. But he ended up dying, actually, later on. You know, so do you still think Finn is overall, like, good, actually?
Yeah.
I think he's solid, which is better than Cry.
Sorry, you said good. No, he's average.
Like, dude, that's the thing. I don't know. Like, if Excel are struggling this hard against Mad Lions with Reeker on their roster, like, I don't know what that guy was talking about, saying that they're going to achieve a lot this year. You might be achieving 6th place and barely making playoffs is what you're about to achieve. Like, I just don't get it, honestly. I just don't get it, you know? Oh, this team fight. Okay, so you have Arma going in. You have Arma easily assassinating Veigar, killing off Galio. Then you have him basically almost solo killing 3 people and moving into a position where they should not have been at. And then the game's just over. They just clean up everything, and everyone's just dead. Good job, Excel. Welcome back, Mickey X, your first game.
That was a great Galio game.
Those are the Galio games you watch years to come for, like, how to actually.
That reminds me of, like, the smoothie Galio game, you know, in finals against Team Liquid.
And then you have one of the match of the week's games, actually, because we had 3. We had Vitality versus Rogue, and we have Fnatic versus Rogue. 2 teams who were undefeated.
No, we only have one. This is match of the week.
Yeah, I mean, hey, okay, I'll say this, because a lot of people were criticizing Fnatic's draft, actually, and Wonder, he didn't really play too well. Wonder's not looked good outside of week 1, guys. I'm sorry. Wonder's not looked that good.
I thought, oh shit, holy shit, he's turning a new leaf. He's actually like the best top.
No,
and it's like, oh no, this is the same Wonder I knew.
Like, hey, he was highly praised for week 1 of when the LEC 2022 Spring Split started. I'm like, yeah, he played good for week 1, but let's see it play out weekly. We got to see it play out weekly. Good job, Razork. Good job, dude. Good job, man. You're the best, dude. Hell yeah. Sean, what do you think about that high level of Diana gameplay that Razork showed us right there?
I think Razork, I think he needs to, like, go see an eye doctor. That's what I think.
Like, Humanoid was getting consistently picked on. Rogue ended up drafting what I would like to call a pick TF composition, where TF goes around the map, throws gold cards, easy point click CC. You have Janna tornadoes, because I know a lot of people were talking about the Janna top thing. Well, if Janna got buffs, you don't play her top lane. Why not just play her support then? Janna's a pretty good lane dominant support, along with Nami. That's why you can't play her support. You know, she's great disengage. She's great engage, disengage. She heals your team with her ult. John has a lot of great, useful tools, actually. Humanoid got pretty much caught out 3 different times. The mid jungle synergy on Fnatic is really, really questionable right now, actually, from them. Like, a lot of the plays they made were egregiously bad. Humanoid kept getting consistently caught out in the mid lane. Razork made horrible gank patterns, and actually ganks failed most of the time in general. And they were the worst team on this day. Now, when they face again, which will be later on during the split, I hope Fnatic can get their revenge, but they did not look good. I'm sorry, guys. They looked just
I mean,
bad.
I can tell that their players are like just how do I say, like, I mean, they're better.
Idea of how to play the game.
They're definitely better early game players.
Yeah, like I think Fnatic might turn into what people criticize 100 Thieves for. If they don't like steamroll the entire game, then they kind of look bad in the mid game when they have to make actual decisions. I mean, I don't know. I'll have after this week, I could give you guys a more like concrete, like, you know, foundation of what I think their team could look like for Fnatic, actually. But what I can early on tell is they have very fundamentally different ideas about how they want to play the game. That's apparent right there. I can see Razork and Humanoid have very bad synergy, and they haven't really like truly figured out what they want to do with Wonder. And you just have Upset and Hylissang just being a good-ish bot lane, right? Because
oh man, look at that
like
gank, man. That was so sloppy by Malrain. God damn it.
Yeah, like I just don't get why people were saying like, oh my god, his ganks didn't look that good and he can't communicate with his team very well. Yeah, that 7-0 team is really giving a shit about that. That 7-0 team right there. I mean, I'm not saying that they shouldn't care about that kind of stuff, but there was that one play I saw this week, right? Where that one, I think it was a Mad Lions game. No, yeah. It was when Herit was playing Gwen, Armor was playing Renekton, and he ran in and just got killed. Remember when he was on Renekton? That looked like I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, there was another bad gank there by Malrain. God damn it, man.
God damn it, Malrain. Malrain, come on, what are you doing, man? I know you're only 5-1. Malrain was popping off this week on Viego. Holy shit, this man was going off. What a bad. He's so
besides
bad,
that
dude.
one play in the jungle where he just died.
And that's the thing is, you have a player like that that's willing to create pressure around the map consistently every single minute of the game, you know? And if that's the type of gameplay that Rogue needs to win, there you go. And Rogue aren't playing like these high execution compositions. Guys, they have TF and Janna and Jhin. Those aren't high execution fucking team fighting champions right there. You know, Jhin uses fourth shot, deadly flourish. Janna has tornadoes or tornado Q, and she has her fucking ult that heals you, and she has a shield and a speed up. You know, Rogue aren't playing like these high execution compositions right here. You know what I mean? I don't know what the fuck they were doing down there, but sure, they just got caught out. Good job, Razork. Really good job there, dude.
Holy, take him to an eye doctor, right?
You know,
anyway, I'm sure like he does have obviously issues because he's still learning fucking English. Like, yeah.
Like, I just think that Fnatic has a bit of issues to work on. They started out really strong.
Oh, what a bad gank there. God damn it, Malrain.
God damn it, Malrain. God damn it, dude.
But listen, I'm sure he has more troubles like trying to say, hey, can you pass the mashed potatoes over in English than he does in game? All right, like, calm down.
You think he orders Panda Express in his free time? I thought you were fun. Fuck you.
That's Chinese.
Essentially, they're the same. Stop it.
Shut up. No, you should have said, do you think he goes to the fucking, was it a karaoke night or Korean fucking barbecue after each game?
Do you think you watched Shang-Chi opening Thursday night?
That's Chinese again.
Oh my god. Good job. Like, damn, Malrain just chunking out Razor, chunking out the fucking jungler and shit, almost blocking out the backline.
That's a shit gank, right? What Wisdom, enthusiasm on that gank. What the fuck, man?
Malrain is the best jungler right now.
No, that is a garbage play, man. Why didn't he kill all of them?
So yeah, Fnatic ended up getting pretty handily defeated this week. That was really surprising to see, honestly.
Well, I thought it'd be closer. I mean,
you know, I did predict Rogue, but I did not think it would be this level of a stomp. Like, they crushed them.
Now, I know there's going to be idiots trying to like say he's bad by Malrain's Malron or whatever you pronounce it is bad for saying, oh, look at his CS numbers. It's like, do I really need to try to explain to them why it's lower each
CS.
game?
Yeah.
Like do I need to explain?
And what I want to tell people about Malrain's play is, okay, people would say, oh my god, his CS is down. Well, on average, junglers won't have as much CS as a fucking solo laner because they're in a fucking jungle, and they nerf jungle gold like what every single year essentially. But whatever. If he's creating this much pressure early on, doesn't really matter what his CS numbers will be. His champion is going to be so much stronger than yours. It doesn't really matter though. He ended up successfully pulling off 3 different ganks, 3 different ways in less than 10 minutes. So his CS means nothing, honestly. And it's Diana. The way to make Diana stronger in the jungle is Diana has to farm, right? Diana jungle has to farm and get strong by level 6 to really have a true impact. It just so happened to be that, by the time that Razor could be anything effective, it didn't really matter because Malrang was too far ahead at that point for the Diana jungle pick to actually make a clear-cut difference, actually. It was just too much of a thing. You know what I mean? I just don't get why some people actually don't really actually understand that, though. I just don't get it overall. I just don't. Doesn't make any sense to me, actually. Like, just the way people talk about some of these players is just ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't get it overall. Like, if anybody knows what they're talking about, they'll explain it to you. If anybody's fucking stupid, they'll fucking say, you useless bullshit. Oh my god, the Diana pick was bad. Yeah, it was bad. Only because they literally let the guy get off 5 different ganks in like less than 10 minutes. Yes, Razork played bad. And yes, I agree the Diana jungle pick is bad, but you gotta factor in. It would work had Fnatic had actually warded effectively. Yeah. Humanoid not get killed 3 different times. He got killed 3 times in less than 10 minutes. Like, I know a lot of people are going to be blaming Razor, but Humanoid did not play well this game. I'm sorry. He did not play well. All right. The last 2 games we'll talk about for the LEC are the G2 games. G2 Esports versus Misfits. G2.
Okay, well, you can. I need to do some for like 5 minutes, so just commentate this.
Okay, no problem, dude. So yeah, as you guys see, G2 have a really, really, really great early game start. They get off a early kill onto Vithio, who's playing Cassiopeia. Now, you have a composition of freaking Gwen, Jin Zhao, Cassiopeia, Gwen, Jin Zhao, Cassiopeia, Jin, and Leona, okay? So, overall, I like Misfits' composition. I think that Cassiopeia provides a lot of value for what the composition actually needs in terms of, like, all inning, disengage, engage, all that stuff. Like the miasma that she puts out could be really, really useful in terms of engaging. G2's comp being more dive heavy focus, being more like side lane focus with the Renekton and the Rise. Like you saw Caps on Rise, and if they're gonna just put Caps in a side lane and he just farms, I think that's fine because you're also drafting another super strong soul laner. And remember, like, you have to, like, effectively get Rise a early game kill because you want him to be in side lanes, just knocking down turrets, using his ult to get around the map faster. We're really, really picking down here in this game. So that's what this composition needs to do. Get around the map with your Rakan, use your Rise ult, get to the lanes quicker, get Rift Herald, push down the actual turret faster. Then I don't know why Schlackton was here. I don't get it. His brain just like turned off for like half a moment right there. I just don't understand it. Like, why the fuck was he actually there? But what the fuck ever, right? So Schlackton's there just to fucking give his life to fucking a charity or some shit. And then you have Broken Blade and Caps pushing down top lane actually, and then there was a certain point in the game where it started getting like really bad. I'm pretty sure it was some sort of like botch die from them. Yeah, they were making a lot of decent misplays when actually going all in and finishing kills, or they were actually just being too greedy. Now the issue here is, what do you really do at this point in the game? Well, you want to start pushing down your mid turret. Actually, you actually want to effectively use your Baron buff to actually, get a lot of advantages on the map, like they just did there with Herit. You don't want to like give away your free advantage right there, because like if the game scales further, Misfits composition is better as more the game scales actually. And right there, they actually almost kill off Broken Blade, but they do get the dragon. Broken Blade is singled out, and right there you have Jankos going in with his Cataclysm. That knock-up right there by Targamas was beautiful as Jankos laid that down. Jankos is a very key person as to like how G2 have been winning so far in the split so far, I think, personally. If he actually wasn't on the team, I think they'd actually have a lot more issues, actually. But that's just me personally, overall. Let's get back to the rest of the game as that ad clears up. Then you also have this moment right here. So I'm pretty sure this is the moment that they started actually giving the game up. I'm pretty sure. Where's the moment, actually? I think it was a over-aggressive dive, actually. That's where it had to have been. Because it had to have been, yeah, right here. So in the top lane, Broken Blade actually ends up getting killed when they're trying to siege top lane. If he doesn't get killed there, I'm pretty sure they just win the game right there because they could just like easily storm the back line and they could easily just kill them all right there. But Broken Blade ends up getting killed, and you have the Solar Flare landing on Caps actually. You have Mercer
this
going
was
in,
a fantastic game by Neon,
Oh, good job, Neon, just standing there and throwing Jin.
Yeah. Oh, and Mercer, man, just fantastic. Oh, man.
Such an underwhelming bot lane. Such an underwhelming bot lane.
Yeah, if they improve that, they could be a fucking great team. Just God.
Good job, Mercer. Look at this shit. I want you guys to look at this.
That was fantastic play. What are you talking about?
So, okay, so they have to chase right here. They're like, yeah, we can chase and probably get them all killed. Sure. Yes, if you play it smart, you can kill them. He still has, they're forgetting he has flag and drag still. He didn't even use it. He just used it right there, and they just baited that guy and killed him.
But MSK, he was protecting the chickens. He blocked the shot.
He was also sabotaging his team's chance of winning the game too. But
but he protected the chickens. That's the most important thing.
Oh my god! And then right here you have Schlatan getting caught out. No, actually not. Targamas goes in. He knocks up VTO. VTO uses stopwatch. Then the dragon is also hitting G2. And then you have Jin getting 2 kills. Broken Blade getting 2 kills. Doesn't really matter because they have 3 people up. And then G2 has 1. G2 lost 4 people. Misfits only lost 3. You have Cassiopeia, Jin Zhao, and Gwen still up. And you also have just a Renekton. So who's going to win? 3 people or Renekton? Who really knows, actually? Then Misfits start Baron. Jankos tries to get in there. He doesn't get it. He ends up pretty much giving his life over. And then you get to the moment in the game.
Who ends harder?
Then you get to this moment in the game that everyone's been talking about. Okay, so Misfits are barreling down the base. They have Baron buff. They should win the game. There's no Rise. There's no Rakan. They should win the game. Just hit the turrets first. You don't have to engage. Just hit the turrets first. And they actually end up losing Leona. They actually end up still having 1 turret to hit. All these so this is what I want to make sure I bring up to you guys so you guys can understand this if you're new to the game. The reason why in these high intent situations you want to make sure that you are hitting the turrets more effectively is because you want to make sure you're managing your respawn timers actually, because when you're managing your respawn timers actually, you can see, okay, we have to hit these turrets right now and almost finish off the game before these guys respawn and come up, because you don't want to deal with Rise or Rakan, because that's a good indicator of how they're going to.
I wouldn't have even done that. I would just have everybody back away the moment Broken Blade goes down most of his health and goes into the stopwatch. Right here, I would have just backed away, tell everybody to back away, and then just kill him from a far range, and then see if they can destroy the Nexus in time.
By what you just said, by what you just said, if they had just did that and just killed those Nexus turrets and backed off, G2 can't leave.
No, they could have just killed the one and killed Broken Blade and then either leave or see if they can end it.
Because remember, they have bot lane pushing in too. Because this I can tell it's a rookie team, guys. Why not have all their lanes pushing in? They could have had VTO, because VTO has TP right here. Look, okay, VTO has TP. Why not just have VTO before they start doing this, push out top lane? He has TP. He could just TP right back to them, have bot lane pushing in. Okay. Now you have 2 lanes massively pushing in on Baron push right here. Okay. So they go in. They really could have just easily just focused down the 2 turrets. I think here it jumps in way too fast right there. Mersa jumps in way too fast right there. They need to make sure they're taking care of these turrets. They have the better composition right now. They have the better composition. What are you doing?
No. Well, that, and it's just like, I don't, like, 95% of the time, I would agree with that decision within a 3-on-5. At this point, just like,
Cappy,
just dive into them. Sure, I would agree with that, even with the Nexus turret still up, but you don't have, like, did they have the gold lead?
Yeah, they actually, no. It was
they didn't have the gold lead.
Gold difference.
They didn't have the gold lead. They were way down in kills, and they were facing a Jin Zhao who can use his ult and go unstoppable. For Nectin, who can use his ult and go unstoppable, and a fucking Senna who can just heal for days like fucking Sona Tarek. Alright, so why would you dive that? And with like downing kills and gold, and with the Nexus turret still up, why would you just dive like idiots there?
They didn't even prep their side lanes. They didn't prep the side lanes. With Baron push, you prep the side lane. And you have your split pusher push in one lane. That way they can't actually.
So why the fuck did Caps change his name to like an uppercase P and lower? I hate that.
Because he wants more P's in his butt. Some shit like, I don't fucking know.
Is Joe Biden a good president?
Don't fucking. That's in America. Yes. I'm in America, and fuck no, that guy is terrible. All right, so match of the week. Good. Match of the week. You had G2 Esports versus Fnatic. Good job, Razork. Good job, man. Good job, dude. Hell yeah. Plays Lee Sin and just runs in as hard as he can, dude. Hell yeah. Get me first blood.
I clicked off the Twitch stream when I saw that. Dude, this is match of the week, everybody.
Dude, guys, factor this in, man. Dude, oh my god. That was actually a really good play right there. I actually really like that, what he did there. But, like, maybe I think these guys get paid like every 2 weeks. Man, check Razor's fucking bank account, because he got paid pretty heavily for giving over that kind of a fucking early game advantage like that. Your Lee Sin just griefed a fucking early game invade like that. Holy shit, man. Oh god, man. And then Targamas was on Zillion. I really liked him on Zillion, actually. His revives were amazing.
This should have been a free game. This should have been a free win for Fnatic, because their best player, player was on a useless champ. So,
So this was the play. Yeah, they think they kill Caps. Oh no, you have the Zillion revive. Good job, Razork. Good job not keeping track of the Zillion revive. Good job, dude.
I swear to God, that's like every team against Bjergsen and Zillion. It's like, no, his Zillion isn't godlike. It's just literally people don't realize Zillion can fucking revive people every time he picks it.
Yeah,
it's like, holy fuck.
Hey guys, like, I think G2 played good in this game. Broken Blade versus Wonder, hyped up match. It's one of these things with Fnatic where I'm not really too sure even what this composition is for, right? So you have Gragas, Lee Sin, Azir, Aphelios, Rakan. What? Feels like a mismatched up batch of shit. They don't keep track of Caps. Caps flashes away from that. They get a TP from Broken Blade. Broken Blade locks them all up, and after it's over. Once I saw that live, I knew it was over. It's like this game is over. They're just fucking literally griefing. They literally look at this horrible level of gameplay they just actually showed people.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's exactly when I knew it was over as well, because I knew they wouldn't be able to beat Broken Blade on that champ.
So look at what they do right here. They go after Broken Blade. All 5 of them? Yeah. So you're thinking like, oh, okay, well, they'll just kill Broken Blade. Well, what key thing here, guys? Make sure you're watching these. He doesn't have his ult. He can't kick him back. He cannot kick him back. He just Sonic Wave into him just to do.
Razork, I guess. I don't know if he has like COVID and something, so he can't communicate with them. But I don't know.
Like, he doesn't have his ult. He can't ward hop kick flash to him. He didn't have to do that. He actually landed the Sonic Wave.
So why didn't he tell them kick? Like, yo, I don't have my ult up?
No, he engaged. That's the thing. They're thinking like maybe he has his ult because he's the one who initiated it.
Oh right, yeah.
He's the one who initiated. He doesn't have his ult. So what the fuck is he doing? This makes literally zero sense to do. He doesn't have an ult. They're going on his call because he's going first. He ward hop, lands the Sonic Wave. I have no kick. I'm sorry, guys. I have no kick. I just entered the whole fucking game away.
So I think he was thinking in his mind, like, this shit is so boring. Fuck hell. Wait, what's that flake?
I'm gonna go home.
He has that pet duck. Oh, I forgot. There's some duck in the fridge. I need to finish eating. Hey guys, can we please end this game?
It's Sunday. I want to go back to church. Oh my god, dude! What the fuck? I want people to tell me why that was good from this dude. He had no kick. There was no way to capitalize on that play. Tell me to my face how that's good.
Listen, he needed to go home quickly. He had some duck in the fridge. He needed to eat.
Yeah,
right?
He had church. You know, you want to get to church. He wanted to, go watch Netflix faster or some shit.
Yeah, or like, go to church and like go down on his knees,
But hey, man, he got the dragon.
Hell yeah. Air Drake. Fuck.
Yeah, guys, after Razork literally, I'm not trying to blame him because it's a team decision. Any of them could literally ask him, do you have your kick? If the answer is yes, let's go. If the answer is no, what the fuck are we doing here? We are brain dead. There's nothing they can do. There's nothing they can capitalize on. There's nothing they can do there without that kick. The reason why the kick is very, very valuable is because that's how you're going to kill him off and get the pick onto Broken Blade to get that turret. So it's a 5v4 for your team. And Fnatic's composition wasn't even good anyway. Their composition stunk. This composition is fucking terrible. I get it. Azir throwback, Lee Sin kick, Gragas engages. Let Ophelio scale up. There's not really a lot they're going to be doing here. So that's my thing. Yeah, they deserve to lose to G2 playing like that. They played really bad this week. They played fucking terrible. They played really, really bad.
Yeah, the only way they were going to get back is Ophelio's ult. Definitely, but...
And like that's the thing, is G2's comp, Zillion revives, Victor, Gravity Field, going up, Jin Zhao all in. Yeah, if Jin Zhao all ins any of those guys, they're fucking screwed. They have literally nothing to do about disengage except fucking Azir ult. That's it. That's literally it. And somehow Humanoid got Baron. Somehow they got Baron. They're like, all right, guys, let's just start Baron and lose. Yeah, okay. Let's just go to church now. Oh my god. This fight. They absolutely just murdered them to death. Holy shit. If you're a Fnatic fan, I'd feel pretty shitty about that.
And what Upset should have done is he should have used this ult on the Jinx here.
Did he not? Oh, you're right. He didn't. I think he used it on someone else. I think he used it on what did he use it on? Yeah, he used it on fucking you see it on my god. Oh my god, his name. Jankos. He used it on the Jin. I'm pretty sure, because he killed Jin. Yeah, he used his ult on Jin Zhao. Yeah. Good job. Good job, Upset. Good job. I still think Upset's like one of the best ADCs in LEC. His team did not do him well this week, but yeah.
Oh no, he's the best.
Oh my god. But yeah, guys, that's Fnatic getting completely fucking screwed over this week, actually. If they're doing engages, they need to understand, to do an engage like that, that person has to have their engage ability. You have to have that. Without that, you are going to get destroyed. Okay? That's how they lost the game. They went in for a dive. They had no business being... Sorry. They went in for a dive. They had no business being in that position. No way to actually kill that guy, because that guy Aatrox has an ability where he can just make him... Like, oh my god. It's... Anybody who's not fucking actually a moron will understand. That's the play that screwed them over. That's when I saw that game, because someone asked me, like, why do you think Fnatic played so bad? That's the play. That's the play that screwed them over against G2. I noticed that instantly when I was watching the game. No kick on your Lee Sin, no kickback, no way to kill Aatrox, and then you just int over the entire game. There you go. And also, bad jungle pathing, bad engages half the time. Just all bad, essentially. All right, so let's predict the games, and then we are going to end up actually moving on to start with the LCS, actually. There's not, guys, for the LCS, I'm sorry if it feels very lopsided towards LEC and LCS. There's not much going on with the LCS now because lock-in's over, but we'll cover it a decent amount, okay? So, let's go over predictions. I'll start with week 4. Do we have any hyped-up games here? Okay, we have... Okay, that's the match of the week, because match of the week usually on Saturday. Match of the week, G2 versus Rogue. Okay, so I'm going to go Vitality, SK Gaming, Rogue, G2. I think Fnatic can bounce back against Mad Lions, so I'm going to go Vitality, Misfits, Fnatic, Mad Lions, and for this, I'm picking Rogue. I still think they're the best team in the LEC right now. All right, Sean, your turn.
Okay. Shit. Let's see. Vitality. Astralis.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
Let's see.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that, but sure.
Listen, I need to be nice to them.
Oh Lord.
Let's see, Rogue, G2, and Fnatic, but I think Mad could upset. And then next day, Vitality, Misfits.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go XL, Mad, and then G2.
All right, and then
Han, I'll do just Warren's because I know how he would do it. Okay, yeah, in that voice. Okay, Vitality, also Astralis will get the upset. XL, BDS, and Fnatic, and then let's see, Astralis will get the upset again. SK, because Gilius power.
That's what Warren would actually be like. SK20.
Yep. XL, that would be his predictions.
No more. My brain will be fried if he actually picked it. SK gave me to win 2 games in a row. My brain would fucking fry.
It could happen.
All right. The LCS 2022 lock-in tournament concludes, and Team Liquid are your back-to-back lock-in champions. Yay!
Doesn't mean shit. Shut up.
You know what's funny? Fun fact about 2021 for Team Liquid, right? They made the finals of every single tournament in 2021, right? And guess which is the only one they actually won? The lock-in tournament.
Yeah, no, they won nothing because lock-in doesn't mean shit.
I think lock-in means something.
No, it doesn't.
Only if you are a player that's never won exactly anything. This might be a little nod in your career. Okay, I won lock-in. I won something, right? But other than that, this is my thing with the lock-in tournament is I know people said none of it really. I don't know. What's the best way I can really describe it?
No. Here's the thing. I say that with the Kespa Cup for a reason, because they're using it like they want with lock-in, but lock-in, and especially this year, no, it's actually just worthless even for a new player. Because here's the thing. This is going to be a usual thing where in NA players are always just going to have delayed stuff with their visa issues. If this is going to be a regular thing, then just get rid of lock-in, because then there's literally no point of it. You can't even use it in the way that Riot wanted it to, with testing stuff out before the season.
And I get it. I get it. You have your own NA version of a Kespa Cup. I get it.
But if you're gonna have visa issues, then just get rid of it. Unless this is just a temporary thing. If it is, then just keep it.
No, they're gonna have this next year too, because that's
no. I mean the visa issues.
No, you're right. And dude, right now, the only reason why they're having those is because COVID and shit. So I get it right now. But this is the thing. If you're an academy player right now, and you got a chance to play in front of a lot of people, and you play bad, you could just kiss your chances of starting the LCS goodbye. I'm just saying right now. I'm just saying that automatically.
Yeah, well,
you've squandered your chances of ever starting in the LCS playing as bad as they did in this lock-in tournament. Because this is what I think the good of lock-in could provide. You give the players that nobody is ever going to give a chance to during spring and summer season a chance, right? So this could be a good way of showing the world or people that might want to pick up in the future that these players are good. That didn't happen either because the academy players played like their fucking heads were on the ground. So
anyway, I'm so pissed off by Team Liquid fans actually think this means shit. Oh, back-to-back meaningless preseason champions. Hell yeah.
They also lost a game to Dignitas too.
Yeah, it's oh yes, we're the preseason champions back-to-back, baby. It's no, fuck off.
Fuck
off. It means shit, right? Like, all right, were you not like in the womb for long enough? You didn't develop properly. Like, fuck off. It means nothing. All right, enough with your bullshit. And plus, they didn't even have Bradley on that image in their tweet. They didn't fit every. But God, I hate that. God.
Like here. I'll say this, guys. It's not that I really don't think lock-in doesn't matter. It's just that it could matter if they utilized it more effectively, right?
No, even when they utilize it, it doesn't matter. But at least it's like valuable if they utilize it right. But it's not valuable right now because of visa issues.
Yeah, like if they just utilized it and
the way Team Liquid did actually is like that's what Riot wants. The way Team Liquid did it with sub now players, but that was only because of Core JJ's green card.
Yeah, because the point of lock-in is to kind of give you. It's the point of lock-in is to show you a sneak peek of what the rosters could look like coming into spring. You get a chance to work out a good amount of your issues when playing in a preseason tournament, because actually, you get a chance to see like, okay, this works, this doesn't work. Like, how do we play around this guy? What is this guy's dynamic actually? What are we going to do about this? What are we going to do about this? That can't be a possibility if you don't play your starting roster. And you can't really play your starting roster right now because of the visa issue that happens, right? So the tournament delves into this thing of, whoever had the best roster previously is probably going to be the best. And 100 Thieves got upset by Dig, actually. And that might have been an exciting semifinals, actually. Dig versus 100 Thieves. But 100 Thieves ended up losing to Dignitas, and Cloud9 ended up getting mercifully stomped by EG, who had been undefeated in the tournament, though. The only games EG lost were to Team Liquid. That's crazy. They actually hadn't lost a single game with their starting roster. So, like, the way EG and TL utilized lock-in is how they want that to be structured, But people have to understand this. Like, a lot of the other teams just couldn't get their players in. But if that's the case, then showcase your best academy players. The academy players that TSM are showcasing look like pretty fucking bad.
Like, yeah, that is their best. That's the sad thing.
Like that's the thing. It's like a lot of people keep saying, "Oh, give innate talent a chance. Give these academy players a chance to play on the big stage so that people can see how good they are." Really, that's how good they are because they look like crap.
I mean, it worked out with a handful of them, just not the ones where they literally put their entire academy thing out against LCS teams.
Yeah, like, dude, I'm all for giving like the native NA players a chance to showcase their strengths on the biggest stages. And granted, people always talk about like LCS viewership and shit. You know what I mean? Like, okay, if you're still gonna play in front of a lot of people, in front of org owners that watch the games, there's an incentive for academy players to play good because this can give you a shot at LCS. That's how it would work, right? Now with that, if you do not play good, then you probably just squandered your chance of like ever doing well, like in the LCS actually. That's just how I personally see it. Like Viper, who was on TSM Academy, he's been on multiple different rosters. I know he's not an academy player, but right now he is. Like Darshan. I should have shooted. You think Darshan's getting a team after this? Fuck no. He played like shit.
I wouldn't say shit. Well, he's a decent player. Shit in
some games, right?
He's decent as long as he's in the right environment.
But did Darshan warrant anyone? Did Darshan, with his gameplay, did Darshan warrant any of these teams later on, maybe next year, to pick him up? I don't think so.
No, but he deserved a chance last year, though. Like, he was actually, like, insane in Academy as a weak side guy for 2 years on Golden Guardians. He did last year. Not like this year, though. No, he's been starting to regress for, like, a year and a half now.
And that's the thing, is that's all I would really take away from lock-in. I'm glad Team Liquid won. It's a good morale boost for players like Bjergsen, who retired last year, came back, and won his first tournament back. It's good for players like Hans Sama, who has never won anything. It's good for, that's it. It's essentially that, because Weeple's won titles, Santorin's won a title, been to Worlds, been to finals. Bjergsen's won a billion trophies. Core JJ's won quite a bit of trophies. It only just literally, it only really matters to Hans Sama because he's actually not won a single thing. So I'm glad that Team Liquid provided, Alfari and Hans Sama more trophies than they ever got in EU. So I mean, it's NA greater than EU, right?
What do you mean? They don't count as trophies?
There you go. And that's the thing, man. Like, and that's pretty much all I can say about lock-in, guys. I'm just super happy the spring season is going to start because lock-in is cool. Like, I like lock-in, and lock-in still uses best. And lock-in is the only tournament throughout the year that uses best of threes. And I like when we see best of threes, actually. You know, I like it. But I know how people said like best of threes is a bad thing for viewership. I mean, the viewership numbers would be the same for some of these teams, actually. Best of threes would just be more games, but that might not be really that good for like scrim culture or whatever the fucking teams like to sell you on. But yeah, the first semifinal match was between Team Dignitas Quantum Pay versus Team Liquid, actually. You know, I feel bad for a River, actually. River was doing his damnness to fucking carry this game, actually. You know, he did. Like, River played really well. My old... Because this is kind of like a series where you knew TL would probably win. You know, because like teams like Dignitas, they'll upset a team, but against an actual better team than them in like every single regard, they'll just lose. And well, you saw that after this game, actually.
No, actually, Dignitas had the lead in game 2 and 3. They could have won.
Game 2 was close.
No, they could have won this series. It's just that Blue returned to his old form.
Blue played so bad in one of these last games.
And Fake God literally fucking inted his ass off.
Fake God, and I like how people just were like fucking railing Jenkins for getting clapped by Cloud9 the previous week, but like Fake God actually played just not good.
I wait till we got to that like Galio game or whatever it was.
That Jace game against Pantheon was so disgusting. Like, this game was close. And I'll say this though. Dignitas won game 1 pretty convincingly. Game 2, it was close. It was back and forth. I don't really know why you have the Yasuo, because you have the knockup with Diana, right? I don't really know why you really have Yasuo. Like, are you really going to trust Blue?
Trash pick.
But the thing is, like, are you really going to trust, like, Blue on Yasuo to fucking carry the game?
They literally lost. If they had something like Syndra or whatever, they could have won this.
Mm-hmm. Because that's the thing is, fucking Fake God was getting, like, his ass clapped out by fucking Whipple the entire series, you know? Like, the way River was playing, if he had a more competent top and mid, there's a good chance they actually win this, and Dig is in the finals, though. Good job, Fake God. Good job, dude. Hell yeah, man. Like, River has to fucking put the team on his back and just has to carry him, you know? And here's the game that really kind of solidified them not winning. So it was game 3. It's this game. Yeah.
Oh, now this is some fantastic Galio play. Let's go.
So I'm pretty sure you mean Gragas play, right?
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, Gragas. God, I'm like
doing crack. Actually doing drugs. Doing drugs. Holy shit. So this game. Was it game 2 that was close, or was game 3? Game 3 was probably close. Sorry, guys, we're messing with the numbers. It's late. So.
No, game 2 and game 3 were both close, but it was like game 4 that was a slaughter.
Game 4 was a stop. Like, game 1 was a slaughter, and game 4 was a slaughter. But games 2 and 3 were decently close. And hey, if Dig win, this game, they're in the driver's seat. They're 2-1. They could potentially win game 4, but game 4 would have panned out TL's way because TL just beat the shit out of them. This could have went to 5 games if Dignitas had actually played. Well, if Dignitas' solo laners had actually played better, and Fake God just wasn't getting gapped every single fucking minute. Like, look how much he's gapping this dude right here. Oh my god, this is like just borderline disgusting. And like, Fake God is just getting just perma stomped the entire series. Actually, even in the games they won, he did bad. The games they won, he did bad. Neo played a bit more off kilter this series than he did last time on the Ezreal pick, actually. You actually had Blue just being Blue and just playing egregiously bad. I did enjoy.
Oh, fuck yeah, let's go Fake God.
So I really enjoyed the Tom Kench pick that TL actually had. You just swallow, devour Varus and Victor, your high damage dealers. And Bjergsen, credit to Bjergsen, he popped off these last 2 series they actually had with Team Liquid, though. He's going to be the carry of Team Liquid, which is why you have a player like Bjergsen. Makes perfect sense, obviously. I hope he can keep up this level of gameplay. He just needed a few more games to get back to his form, and he looks pretty much on form. So
Jensen's still better.
And I agree with that, too. And the thing here is like if TL win the LCS 2022 Spring Split, I'm not surprised if they win. They have quote unquote the best roster. Even the new support guy they have, what's his name? Ayla.
No, he's
Ayla.
good. He's
good too. Like even the backup ADC guy is good.
No,
so,
that's who they should have gotten over like Biofrost. Although Biofrost has also been surprising, so we'll see.
Surprisingly solid overall. But the thing is, when you have Biofrost, you don't want him on a pick like Lux. He's just not gonna really like impact the game though. That's the thing is when it comes to like games like these. Oh, like right there, I was like, hey, can Dig actually bring it back? Like, good job. But no, the reason why they have to.
Let's go, Fake God. Come on, Fake God.
But
yeah, let's go. Get him.
The reason why they have to all in on that play is because Fake God is so far behind of Bwipo's Aatrox, they have to all in onto that. Then if Bwipo comes in, he just kind of just runs them all over. If Fake God had just went even against Bwipo, this game is winnable for fucking Dignitas. But no, Fake God and Blue just run it down the whole fucking time. This game was close though. Like this series was a little bit more closer than I've seen a lot of people.
I mean, all I have to say is please put River and Neo on real teams.
Oh my goodness! Like River tried his damnness to fucking carry this game, and then TL are up 2-1. This was a pretty cool gank right here from River. Actually, this was a game that Bwipo played Pantheon and like Fake God tried all inning him and he just gave up first blood. Once I saw that, I was like, TL won. I was like, nope, it's over. It's done. He gave a kill lane top laner first blood. It's over. It's done. Against a Jace. Jace, who has to dominate the lane, push tower, get CS advantage. No, he simply, literally just lost the 1v1. And I get why he all-in right here. He flashed over the empowered W or the empowered Q and he just lost. It's just over. At this point, it's just fucking done. Like, why not just pick up like a player like a Lorem if you're gonna settle for Fake God? You know what I mean? Why not play a Lorem then? If you're gonna settle for Fake God, just play a Lorem.
I'll take
my boy a Lorem is just sitting on the bench.
Yeah.
When Fake God is out here playing. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'll take a Lorem on his 0-7 Aatrox while commentating in an amateur game at the same time over Fake God right now.
God damn, my boy Alorm, if you're out there watching this, dude, you should be on an LCS team if they're going to settle for a player like Fake God. I'm just saying. And then Bjergsen gets his trademark Zillion pick. And if they know how good Bjergsen is on Zillion, if you can't do it, you have to just ban it. You have to. Or you simply build a comp around beating Zillion.
Fake God was so good in this game.
So Sean is on crack, actually. He's actually literally
Get
on
him, Fake God. See,
that
was all Fake God right there. That was all Fake God.
Oh my goodness. So River, I feel so bad for him. He tried so hard to get this team across to the finish line, actually, but just couldn't do it. You just couldn't do it. Because top lane is just too heavy.
Go.
Good job.
Fake God.
Good. Get him. Oh my God. Look at this.
Yeah. See, this was all Fake God.
Like I just don't get it. Good job, Blue. Running up there after they just got the kill. Good job, Blue.
What? He was cutting the bushes.
He was lasering the bushes, trying to burn them.
Yeah, he did a good job there.
Bjergsen Zillion gets 2 kills. Once I saw Bjergsen roaming and impacting the map more than Blue, I thought to myself, "Yep, this game's over."
Blue deserves MVP for this performance. Clearing the bushes. For Summoner's Rift.
What's up, Igor Gronzi? What's up, man? CLG had the same problem. Top diff, lose game. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, hey. But that's the sad thing, though. Just like the top pool for like prospects in NA right now are weak as fuck. These are actually like the best.
Like the fact that they made Santorin look this good is a skill in and of itself. Like I like Santorin. I think he's okay, but he shouldn't be popping off this hard. Right? Why would you recall right there? They just saw him die right there. They saw him die up there. What is this? What the hell am I watching? Oh my God. Why would they recall right there when they just saw their fucking mid laner die right 2 feet above them? What is this? Fuck out of it. It's this. Oh my, I can't watch this anymore, guys. Like, they got their asses stomped and they deserve to. And As I am consistent on Dignitas, I have to be on Cloud9. So they played later on that I'll talk about. But Cloud9 played pretty bad in the series overall. Pretty bad. Not bad as like Dignitas bad, but bad. Like Dignitas looked better against Team Liquid than C9 did against DG.
I don't actually even think that Cloud9 played quote unquote bad, like individually. They actually all 5 of them individually in like all 3
Blabber.
games.
Good job, Blabber. You knock out that fucking minion.
Yeah.
Good job, dude.
Yeah.
But like right here, I think he gets the kill right. No, he win walls the stun card. Yep. It's over.
Sorry, but besides Blabber.
Besides what you just saw, that's good gameplay.
Yeah, well, no, here's the thing. It's not good gameplay. I'm just saying I don't think they played quote unquote bad individually. I'm saying, all right, in all three games, all right. It's as a team. It's almost like all of Cloud9 as a team together showed up to today in all 3 games and said, you know what, let's not win. Let's just sit back and just let them.
They gave the Yasuo like 3 or 4 kills this early on. So I'll go over the chain events why they played quote unquote bad to a lot of people. Here, I'll go over them because they're in lane, they have a TF and Poppy. So you knock someone into the wall and you stun card with TF. Perfectly fine. So does he have stun card up? I think he has stun card up, right? So right here he has red card. Yeah, red card. He didn't even have stun card up. He had red card up. And then he win walls it. He knows he has no card up for a moment. They know they can all in right there.
Wait, listen, you have to understand, Fudge is Australian, so he was throwing the red card out because, the Chinese flag is red, so he was just protesting against them.
And then Sven and Isles were completely boosted in this series. Like, I don't even know what the fuck happened with Sven. What happened with Sven when lock-in week 1 started compared to the Sven I see right now? Then they get all in by the Yasuo, the Leona composition. See, the Diana Yasuo Leona composition where you knock up and you give Yasuo
That's why Sven's not playing in LCS right now.
Good job. And this is the thing. Like, here, as a Cloud9 fan, you guys know I love Cloud9. Obviously, I do. But I call out bad gameplay when I see it. I'm not biased at all. They played really bad. Like, they played bad. Look, okay, so I'll explain. Look at this. Okay, so they're getting... Okay, so right here, already moving up from this position right here is my mouse cursor. See, that was just bad. They put themselves into a chokehold right here next to a dragon, Yasuo, Diana with her orb, the one that knocks you up, and then you also have Leona right there. Right there, before you even see it happen. It's like right here, them walking, this right here is already bad. Them walking right there is bad. They're like, yeah, Blabber can protect me. Yeah, Blabber's going to protect you against a fucking Leona all-in and the Diana knockup and the Yasuo ult. There you go. That's what's going to protect you, right? The Poppy? Yeah, bad. That's just bad map movement right there. And right here, they already lost the game. Like, they got swept 3-0. Dignitas looked better than Cloud9 against Team Liquid. Factor how much that is disgusting. That is bad. They made Jojo Pion look good. And also this too. Like, Fudge has been relatively underwhelming. Like, you can kind of see why you wouldn't want to put a player like that in mid lane. I'm not saying he can't improve like he did last year in mid lane, like he did top lane. But the aspect of it is different compared to mid lane, you just have to be a good player. That's just how it is when it comes to the LCS, or when it comes to any major region. You just have to be a good player overall. You have to have a strong laning player who's able to move around the map and affect the map effectively. Now, maybe he might look better when you get the other Korean players coming in when the spring split starts, but he was really underwhelming on the Lux pick. He was getting bullied consistently, but this was actually good at a Blabber and Jojo Pion, actually.
I don't understand the Lux pick.
Yeah, when I saw the Lux pick, I'm like, wait, why the Lux pick? But
yeah, I'm like, wait, guys, LS isn't there yet. This is Max. What's this LS pick?
And that's the thing. Like, Fudge was just underwhelming overall. Like, look at this right now. He level 6. He's like what, almost 20 CS down in the Lux lane where she can farm from a distance, and he's like 20 CS down. Like, Darshan, pretty underwhelming until game 3. Sven and Isles got gapped the entire series. Like, this was just bad unacceptable gameplay from Cloud9. It's just
So
bad.
I didn't end up watching Game 3.
Oh, you don't need to.
Yeah, no. So how did they not win Game 3?
Here, I'll show you.
Actually, I looked
this
at
had on EG's. This was bad on EG's part. So somehow, Inspired locks himself. Let's just fight these guys. We're playing better, right? No, they both end up dying. That's just trolling. That is just reportable. That's when you start reporting, motherfuckers. When you start doing that shit on your team, that's when you start reporting. Okay, so they end up getting shit stomped Game 3, right? So sorry, they end up getting shit stomped in Game 2. So Game 3, there was this moment where Blabber gets caught out, and that's the moment that everyone talks about. Okay, so it's somewhere here where he gets caught out on Jarvan when no, it's Game 2. Game 2 is a controversial thing where Isles should have given Blabber the lantern, because 100% right there is when he should have given it to him. Okay, it's right here actually. Or is it before? I think it's either it's before or after. Right here. No. One second, guys. I'm trying to figure out where that part actually was at. And
that's right.
yeah,
No, it's because I just saw their like stats on paper for Game 3, and I was like, wait, how did they not win this?
I think they even had a better composition in Game 3 too. Honestly.
No, it's just like they had the better KDA that game, I thought.
Mm-hmm.
So
right through, and so this was one of the games that everyone criticized. So yeah, it's right here. Okay, so this is the play. So everyone was like just railing on them on Reddit, right? And I agree. First of all, why did Isles wait to throw a lantern? So Isles throws lantern way too late. Throws the lantern way too late. People would say, well, why is Blabber in that position? There's a thresh lantern. Of course, he's going to be 100% safe in that situation if you throw your lantern.
This is why Winsome is playing.
And that thing, I even told people that are Cloud9 fans, there's a reason why they will not start this roster. There's a reason why they didn't opt into these players. There's a reason why there's going to be Summit. There's a reason why there's going to be a backup jungler and Malice. There's a reason why there's going to be fucking Berserker and Winsome starting. This is not their starting roster for a reason. The only players out of this roster that are starting are Blabber and Fudge, and even this makes you question that. You know, if I see copy play eventually during this year, I'm not surprised at all. You know, why did Isles wait this long to throw him a fucking thresh lantern?
Oh no, I'll be surprised. Copy isn't good.
I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't think we actually get better results. I think Cloud9 is going to struggle this year to keep Fudge mid. Like, no, I'm not trying to be mean to the guy, but it's like, this is the position you don't really want to do too much experimenting around because it's the most valuable position. His level of gameplay is on the series. I think the level of gameplay you're going to get a solid, just a solid, maybe weak side mid laner. You're like a weak side mid laner? I don't know about that. You know, I don't really know about that actually. So that's just me personally with this. Like, they messed up. Blabber ends up getting killed in Game 2 relatively quickly, and then, you know, they did lose the series. Now, in Game 3, I keep forgetting this new guy's name, my God. But Darshan did pop off very well on this, actually. And then there was a moment in the game where they just...
Wait, one new guy.
The new, this guy right here. I keep forgetting the new mid lane champion. Isn't it Akashan, right? Akshan?
Yeah, Akshan, right? But
Akshan,
I thought you meant like Trendamere for a moment.
So right here is when they kind of lost because they got early kills. Darshan was popping off 4-0. Sven was on Karthus for some reason because they were like, well, Sven can't play actual regular ADC, so let's just give him Karthus and hope he's in the fucking feed, you know? But yeah, after you guys saw the series, there's a reason why they're gonna have Summit. There's a reason why they're gonna have Winsome and Berserker, like an actual impactful bot lane. You know, I hope Fudge is going to be more impactful than he was in this series, because if that's the level of mid lane gameplay that I'm going to see consistently out of this guy, that's not going to look good for Cloud9. I'm telling you that right now. Like, it might be a little too early to tell, but if he's playing like that, that's going to be a big, big concerning issue. Without a real strong mid laner, you cannot hope to compete internationally, and you most likely won't even be able to win LCS titles. Can you win an LCS title with Fudge? Sure. People won titles with Pole Belter. Anything's possible, obviously. But, you know, if you're trying to do well internationally, I don't know if Fudge is really going to be your best answer. That's just from the level of mid lane play I've seen. And I'm factoring in all the mid lane play I've seen out of this guy. Even the games that they won before, I'm factoring in, like, he didn't look that... He looked okay. Like, is that what they settled for? Okay in the mid lane, but let's see when they have their full intended roster if it looks a whole lot better actually with like LS's coaching actually, you know? Then you have the final BO5 between Team Liquid versus EG. TL just kind of stomped them in big fashion. Like most of these games are just stomps anyway from Team Liquid. Now, Impact actually played good in the C9 series too. We had the 1v2 Gwen outplay against Cloud9 as well. There's not really much to analyze in this series, guys. Team Liquid just beat the shit out of them. Let's just be honest here. Team Liquid were the much better team, like by far. Like EG got some good fights in. Like they had a game gold lead in game 3. They were actually being very proactive around the map. They were trying to actually do something, but like it's still in the back of your mind that, you know, are they really actually going to win this game? That's the thing, is I think EG played really well, you know, around how to actually take out Bjergsen Zillion in this game. You know, I think Danny got exposed in the series as well.
So what's your issue with Jojo Pion? I want to know.
He's just about as, I don't know. He feels like he's like the same.
Because I'm not saying he's like amazing right now, but I just think he's been solid.
I think he has a higher skill Captain Fudge as I can see.
Well, he's solid right now, which is good enough for a 17-year-old, and he's going to easily improve.
Oh, Bjergsen popping off in the series, getting a quadra kill on Silas. Bjergsen looked pretty good on Silas. Actually, no, it was a Dignitas game. Sorry, in the Dignitas game, he got a quadra kill on Silas. He was just popping off on Silas. Whenever you gave Bjergsen fucking Zillion, he was just, whenever you gave Bjergsen Silas, he was popping off. And I don't know why a lot of teams were flex picking the Silas a lot more, but overall for the series, guys, there's not much to really analyze. Team Liquid just kind of beat the shit out of them. Yeah, EG did play better in game 3, but let's be honest here. Were they ever in any danger of losing this series? Not really. You know, and hats off to EG and hats off to TL. They actually played well throughout the entire locking tournament overall.
Yeah. Congrats, Team Liquid, for winning the most pointless championship. Well, I'm not even going to call it a championship. That would be too nice to it. The most important thing in League of Legends history.
They won the most prestigious.
No.
What's the word? What's what I use?
The most worthless thing.
They won the best participation trophy of all year. There you go.
Yeah, and back-to-back, baby.
Back-to-back participation trophies.
God.
Hey, like when I saw this game, I'm like, yeah, EG coming back, and then this happened. I think it was this part of the game, right?
No, I don't want to watch this.
Okay, so this is part of the game where they lose it. So they're going on to Santorin, who uses his Xin Zhao ult. They don't account for TP. Jojo Pion, he doesn't get chunked out. Right there, Danny's in a bad position. Danny got exposed pretty hard in this series against Han Sama. Like, Danny's a good team fighter. He's just not a really good laner, actually. Danny's a good team fighter. He's not a good laner. Danny's really bad at laning. I'm sorry. He's bad at laning. I'm sorry. You know? After that, Han Sama gets to use his Jinx rockets to chunk them out, and yeah, there's nothing they can do. Right at that point, they lost that advantage. Their fucking foot was taken off the gas pedal. They end up losing. They end up giving her Dragon. Like, Team Liquid, they played well throughout most of the lock-in tournament overall. EG's going to be a scary team. You know, I think a lot of people are still slightly underrating EG.
Yeah. No, they are.
EG is going to be a scary team. If they can fix a few of the issues that happened throughout locking tournament, and they were actually undefeated in the locking tournament. Oh, they were actually defeated until the finals overall. They even beat TL in their group stage, actually. I think they could be like a third place, second place team after spring finishes if they keep up this level of performance overall. You know, that's just me personally. You know, I think they have a good team, but it just depends on which player is firing at like all cylinders, actually. And yeah, that's pretty much it with that. And now the spring season is going to begin the week after.
I have to say, the CB LOL Academy title is more important than the LCS lock-in.
Now Sean's just trolling us.
No, I'm not even capping.
How much cap was in that one sentence you just said?
Yeah, because at least all the players, you know, get to play in that, you know, tournament without visa issues.
All right, guys. So the LCS 2022 Spring Split kicks off this week, actually, and you guys will be getting recaps of LCS Weekly and LEC Weekly when I start doing them this week, actually. So more content for you guys. Yay. All right, so here we go. So we have it all starting off this week. So Saturday kicks off. Do we have any match of the weeks here? Oh, a rematch of the LCS 2021 Summer Split Finals. Match of the week. Team Liquid taking on 100 Thieves.
I don't know, man. That FlyQuest versus CLG game's looking good.
I'm gonna pretend you just didn't say that. Okay, so you have a grudge match against EG versus Cloud9. Yeah, they just swept Cloud9, so Cloud9's definitely gonna want some revenge. There's some really nice matches for this week. TSM versus EG. The TSM roster hopefully is constructed, so we can finally see what the TSM roster looks like. I'll say EG, CLG, Team Liquid, Cloud9, and Dignitas, because Immortals look like donkey shit.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you know how like people have been saying like, okay, EG's like a North American team, Cloud9's a Korean team, TSM Chinese team, Team Liquid EU team, you know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just saying if you really wanted to push it, like this is a bit unfair, but I mean they did it with Spica since he was born in China. But if you really wanted to do that, River did play in a minor region. Blue is from a minor region, and Neo is from a minor region, so they can be the minor region team. Dig.
And the Sunday, I'm gonna go 100 Thieves, TSM. I gotta root for Cloud9, even though they're probably gonna lose. Cloud9, I hope they go 2-0. Cloud9, I know I should pick EG, but Cloud9, I'll say win. FlyQuest and Team Liquid. So yeah, you have the match of the week,
okay.
Team Liquid versus the 100 Thieves coming up. And like I know I said I wanted to do like match of the week content for you guys, but I'll have to see like if I don't know. It's something I may or may not do depending on the situation. It's just like, you know, because they're not doing this shit for the LCS, so might as well maybe potentially do it myself. It's something I thought about doing, but I don't know.
I wouldn't really consider that match of the week to me personally, just because I get it's like the rematch of finals, but I don't know. It's like it's not really. There's not, for many reasons, it's not that hyped. Like, if anything, EG and Cloud9 is more hyped just because of their former players going back to back with like the orgs and like those two being like two of the top 3 teams, like they're projecting. So
who do you have winning for Saturday and Sunday? I think Sean's
sorry. I for some reason my mic couldn't unmute. Okay, honestly, TSM, FlyQuest, 100 Thieves, Golden Guardians, and Dignitas, and then for let's say CLG, TSM, EG, FlyQuest, and Team Liquid.
Yeah, that's the thing, guys, is, you know, the LCS kicks off and yeah, like locking is cool for a little bit there, but you know, I kind of want to have the regular season starting, honestly. When you have LEC starting their thing already, you know, I kind of want to get to the LCS stuff. Like locking is cool and all, but I can't wait to see how these teams play out. You know, Team Liquid definitely want to win a trophy and go back to MSI. They haven't been to MSI since 2019, actually, when they made the finals of that tournament too, when they got a massive upset over IG and then got completely shit stomped by G2. And I hope Cloud9 does well. As you guys know, I hope Cloud9 actually win the split, but who knows? Actually, I hope the Korean experiment with LS goes well. I hope all the experiments these teams are trying out go well. You know, I hope the fucking bench meme is only just a meme, actually. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You guys, we'll be back here next Monday with another episode of the Cloud9 podcast. I'm trying to settle on the best time to do it, actually, because after work on Monday, I'm just so blown out, actually. You know, so I'm going to try and settle on the best time overall, you know, guys. But expect the weekly recaps to start happening this week. And if not, make sure you message me and kick me in my ass and make sure I do them. All right, guys. See you guys later. Like, comment, and subscribe. Most of all, enjoy. If you are watching this back on the replay, make sure you like the show. comment down below, and subscribe if you're new. And all right, guys, good night. Peace. See you next week, actually. See you later, and I hope all your predictions come true. Peace.
Oh, well,
Goodbye.
mine won't.
Yeah, because your predictions fucking suck.
Okay, so.
All right, guys.